Demetrius Jamel Morant, college jersey. We have some things to discuss on the job front. A lot to get into today, but here's what's cracking in Gil's arena. The Grizzlies are reportedly open and willing to trade Ja Morant before the February 5th deadline, but which team would be the best fit for the two-time All-Star? Anthony Edwards has the Wolves rolling in the West, but is his supporting cast strong enough to help Minnesota reach their third straight conference finals? And Steve Nash has some harsh criticism for the current state of American hoops at the grassroots level, but is he spitting or tripping? Mr. B, you have some things to say about the state of the league. We're going to go on to the youth side as well, but this episode is brought to you by Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, now's the time. Get $75 in fantasy bonus entries when you play just $5 on fantasy with promo code GIL. Underdog is bringing the playoff magic all postseason long. Every playoff weekend, open the Underdog app to see what promos are waiting for you. Support the show, lock in your bonus, and start playing today with code GIL. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So let's get right into it. So on the heels of the Trae Young trade to the Wizards, another all-star guard may soon be on the move. According to reports, the Grizzlies are open and willing to trade Ja Morant before the February 5th deadline, currently listening to offers. Grizzlies took Ja with the number 2 pick in 2019. It was all NBA selection, most improved player winner in 2022, while getting selected as an all-star in back-to-back seasons in 2022 and 2023. So Ja only played 9 games in the 23-24 season after getting suspended for the first 25 games and suffering a season-ending shoulder injury. Followed that up by playing 50 games last season, with the Grizzlies firing Taylor Jenkins with just a few games remaining in the regular season and replacing him with then interim and current head coach Tomas Isolo. So in 18 games this season, Ja's averaging 19 points, which is his lowest since his rookie season, 7.6 assists. Morant's 2-point and 3-point field goal percentage are also at career lows as well. So Ja has 2 years remaining on his deal after this season for $87 million. Monday, in the midst of the trade rumors, Ja posted the following on his Twitter account. He said, "When that smoke clear over, only ones who love you gonna be around." Ja's been sidelined for the last 5 games with a right calf bruise, but the team is saying he could return as early as Thursday for the Grizzlies game in Berlin against the Magic, or Sunday when the teams play each other again in London. Memphis 17-22 this season, just a game ahead of the Clippers for 10th in the West. So Gil, we'll get to you. Welcome back to the couch. Is it time for the Grizzlies to move on from Ja Morant?
Wait, Grizzlies move on?
The Memphis Grizzlies. The fine city of Memphis.
It was confusing. I mean, if you just said the other way around, then...
Is it time for Ja to move on from the Grizzlies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for Ja to move on. Grizzlies, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what they do next because it is Memphis. He is the only superstar the franchise has ever had. He is the one that put Memphis across the globe with the number 12 jersey, and his shoe sales and his stardom amongst the kids and, just fan base. Before him, they was exactly what they are, a local-ass team. And they've been local for a while, and to match what he did or what he does just being there, they have to win year after year after year. His jersey sales alone, since he's been there, has almost outsold every single star that's ever played there or every great player that's ever played there.
Okay.
So them moving on will hurt their pockets because getting a guy like that is rare. He is one of 6 Nike signature shoe guys, right? So the fact that out of 450 people in the league, only 6 Nike has approved you are our guy, and Memphis has one of those. So he needs to move so he can get in a better market to change the atmosphere. But when it comes to Memphis themselves, they will be crippled for it because they're not going to be able to recover financially the money he makes, and they're going to have to win year after year after year after year. And it's not a city that's going to be winning no championship in the next 50, 60 years.
So Grizzlies already traded Desmond Bain this past summer, blockbuster deal to the Magic. 4 unprotected draft picks, along with KCP, Cole Anthony. Bought Cole Anthony out. He's now with the Milwaukee Bucks. Talked about
I don't know why I didn't need none of that.
I'm just letting you know what's going on, the state of the franchise right now. But let's move over to you, Mr. B. Is it time for the Grizzlies and Ja Morant to move on from each other?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that they both need to move on from each other. The coaching staff, the organization, they're just not seeing eye to eye. And for Ja to get his joy back, I think he needs to be somewhere where he can just play and be himself. Like Gil said, he has the #1 selling shoe right now from Nike, and probably will next year. His marketing is huge, but I just think that time and what it was, it's just over. It's just time to move on, and it's for the best of both. I mean, Memphis is still a franchise. They're going to move on. They're going to be able to find somebody else. It happens. So, yeah, I think that's what it is.
All right, let's shift over to this side. The distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff obviously reports for the first time the Grizzlies are open, willing, listening to trade offers. There's been some rumblings about potential deals. They want some first-round picks. They want some young talent in exchange for Ja. We just saw Trey traded for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. No draft picks. But you think it's time for Ja and the Grizzlies to move on from each other?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I think it's not a secret that that's a burning house. I've been stating, it's in order for the franchise to thrive even further, I've been saying that it's time for them to go to Nashville. It's time for Ja to find a new dancing partner as far as the team. So, yeah, I agree in that manner. But I think the Memphis Grizzlies, they've never been built on one particular guy. It's always been strength in numbers. They've always had a collection of guys that went out and competed. Wasn't able to turn into a championship, but they competed. And the people of Memphis and the surrounding cities, they enjoyed watching them guys play, and they spent money to go watch those guys play. It was a blessing to have a guy like Ja Morant in the building for the time that they've had him. One of the more exciting young players in the league, yes. But what they've been built on is a collection of like-minded guys and coaching staff that goes out and plays hard and competes no matter what. So I think they'll be fine in that regard. Getting another superstar, I think they're going to have to do it through the draft, I think, unless that team moves out of Memphis. But, yeah, it's definitely time for each one of them to say their goodbyes and find a home. And I can totally understand why they want first-round picks and some more capital back, you know?
I mean, you can want all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Not finna take it. Yeah, we know what we have, and we're in control of this. So that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
He can say where he wants to go. He can demand these things and all that, but ultimately, the team has control over this. So he doesn't have a no-trade clause in his contract. So ultimately, they can do what they want to and get what they want. They can ask for King's ransom back.
And they can ask for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So therefore, it's in their control. So,
all right, let's shift over. Shawstradamus, Cemetery Larry, rocking the Ja Morant Murray State college jersey. Time for the Grizzlies and Ja to separate.
I think the writings have been on the wall for quite some time. Given the fact that the Memphis Grizzlies have a certain prestige that they uphold as far as getting that old feeling back from 2013 when they made it to the Western Conference Finals, and having the type of team that they had then, grinded out basketball, slow the game down, execute, having specific pieces in place, like you said, that could literally distinguish on who on the team could take over at any given moment between the Rudy Gays and the Marc Gasol, Zach Randolphs, Mike Conleys. I think they've been trying to find that identity for a while now, 10 plus years. I think Ja coming into Memphis never really fit the culture of what they had from the original blueprint. So them trying to recreate a new blueprint just didn't work out. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. also looking to be moved. Desmond Bain already gone. it just looks like they're just breaking the team up and going a different direction. I think having Zach Edey there, I think having access to some draft picks and being able to go through the looking glass and trying to figure out where they can go from the future standpoint, they're going to be in a total rehaul, total rebuild, and it's okay for Ja to go to Miami, where
That's
you know what I'm saying, where
hashtag heat culture, but
you can start over, start fresh. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I know ain't gonna be going on. Won't be none of this shit going on the sideline.
okay.
Won't be none of that going on.
So, recording report, Shot, now that you brought that, let's shift to that side. According to reports, several teams reached out to the Grizzlies about Ja. Heat, Kings, Bucks, Raptors, and Wolves being named as potential options. I think it was a report today from Rachel Nichols that Ja prefers to go to the Miami Heat. So you think that Ja would be a good fit with that Miami squad?
Well, as far as his preference is concerned, it's one thing. And I think what he's looking at as far as dynamic and availability in his position, fast pace, being able to depend on other guys to do certain things. I think Miami's in the same situation that Memphis is in. They're ready to recalibrate, start over, and they need a point guard desperately. I think getting rid of Tyler Hero, maybe possibly getting rid of Bam, can give you a different asset value for Miami. And they just need a whole new, they need to be electrocuted. They need a whole new energy down there. And, a superstar wanting to go to Miami is kind of different. It's full circle.
So
he wants to go there, yeah, but other guys said they possibly want to go there as well. It didn't work out. But yeah, one thing, if that is the destination, there's some hard conversations gonna be had, right? Because the one thing I know, that man upstairs, hey, he took a nigga chocolate chip cookies.
he did take
And
LeBron
arguably the best player, was the best player in the NBA at the time. So, hey, hey, long as Pat upstairs, bro, hey, good luck.
Are you guys have likened playing with the Heat to being in a prison cell with the oceanfront view, basically? It's lovely city, but obviously Pat runs a tight ship over there in Miami. What do you think about the prospects of Ja going to Miami Heat and being a part of hashtag heat culture?
Don't take this the wrong way. I see you still on the bullshit. We in the new year, you still asking questions that just, nobody's going to Miami. They said they want draft picks, huh?
That's what
They want picks and players.
That's what
Who the fuck is over in Miami that anybody wants in this NBA?
we got some
You can you tell me in the last 10, 15 years a Miami player that left and was successful when they left? 1, 2?
One.
Just Jimmy? And we still questioning that, right? Okay, so
What other?
I don't think Memphis, even though they seem desperate right now, I don't think they're that desperate to take anything that's coming out of Miami. Right? They better look west. Right? See what's over there in OKC, see what, the Spurs got it. They can look over there, see what the Houston Rockets is doing over there. That's where the basketball players are. There ain't no basketball players in Florida right now, man. I'm sorry, man. Unless they're going to Orlando. Unless they're going to Orlando.
The entire state.
I'm just telling you right now, Miami, they need to let it go. Right? I don't know why Bam's still there. So I don't even know how their name keeps. It seems like they just put their names into everything. I don't know if anybody's really serious about going to play over there, man.
Well, those are the reports.
I want picks and players, and then you say Orlando.
Or the Heat.
I mean, Heat, yeah.
I mean the Heat.
But the expiring contracts do have some draft capital.
What about Minnesota?
What draft capital they got?
They got they own some of their future
What they own?
picks.
Future.
Future,
I'm just saying.
What, 30, 31, 32?
38, 40, 47.
Telling
The
you.
shit they've been picking for the last 10 years, right?
They got their
Some
2026
D-League players.
2026 pick, 2029, 2030, 2031. I'm just
So they got this year's.
if they
Skip
want
a year.
they want to put some draft capital in the end of the
What
package
about
like
Minnesota?
Dog, people on shit now.
Minnesota got anything?
For who?
Memphis.
For what?
Saying backcourt.
But y'all niggas just
They
be
said
throwing-
draft it.
Y'all niggas just be talking.
Hey, throwing out.
Y'all don't think.
What's wrong with Minnesota?
What's wrong with Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards playing together?
That's
Two
A
dynamic.
whole lot.
That's
dynamic
YN
backcourt.
Central.
No,
Two dynamic backcourt.
will not work.
The YNBA.
That shit would not work.
That shit would work.
That shit would not work.
I like it.
That shit
two,
terrible.
So did
Two
it,
hostels.
No.
did
Yeah,
Atlanta,
that's
Two hostels going crazy out there every
Hostile
night.
territory.
did Atlanta get anything for Trae Young?
They got CJ McCollum's expiring contract
and a box
Corey
of these,
Kinsey.
and a box of these
So why
fucking
wouldn't
chocolates.
the Grizzlies in Miami do something? They have more assets than CJ McCollum.
Because of what they said they want back. They want picks and players. They not trying. Listen, one thing I know about Pat Riley, man, that man want to fucking win. He not into that rebuilding shit and starting from the bottom, man. He won championships, Lakers here. Listen, man, that man want to win. That man so fucking competitive. He not finna just take shit back just to take shit back
But
because the guy has a name.
I mean, he will.
Been 10 plus years.
but-
He does.
but
He
reality
does
has
thrive
to
on
sit in.
generational type of talent.
Reality.
That's where all of his winning came from.
Yes, I
Been 10
understand
plus
that. but
years.
I hear you. But
So 10 plus years.
I hear
We
you.
need to change. We need a
that ain't gonna happen.
evolution.
Gonna
So
make a
if the
change.
pieces in Miami right now, Norman Powell, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Khalil Ware, even Vasquez. That's 5 guys,
Triple J.
right? Potential. All 5 I named are better assets than CJ McCullough.
Okay, but
Oh,
you
wait.
gotta hold
Are
on
you
to
going off
something.
of CJ?
No, I'm
Everyone's not stupid like Atlanta.
Yeah,
You thinking everybody's that dumb?
I'm
He
just
gotta
saying when
hold
you
on.
want to move off of an asset.
But he want to win too.
yeah, but
You got to
Ja,
hold on to some of them to do that.
who wants to go? Does Ja want to go or does Memphis want Ja to
Both.
go?
Both.
It's both.
So if it's
mutual.
both. So the same was happening in Atlanta.
It's mutual.
The mutual, I need to get out of here. Y'all won't.
It's a burning house.
So understand, in the burning house, when you trying to figure out,
So-
am I just going to stick down here and just stick it out and just die in the house
ask you
too?
this.
Or are we all going to get the fuck up out of
So
here?
let me ask you this question. So relationship with organizations matter, right? So Trey relationship with the Atlanta Hawks has been positive up to now.
No.
Up to, not his teammates, the people that he's dealt with, been positive for the most. It ain't even close to shit that Ja Morant put on them people that played in Memphis. So they just trying to get rid of you, dog.
That just recently
They
happened,
took
though.
CJ. Listen, man. They took CJ and the other kid just to get rid of the motherfucking. Yeah, because they trying to get. They not just gonna take some shit back. Everything that you didn't put us through. Nah, we're not doing
Who you
that.
talking about, Trey?
Memphis.
With Ja with Memphis.
Ja.
Yeah, but
We're not just
the
gonna do
Ja
that.
thing
We're
was
not just gonna
cool
do
up
that.
until Taylor Jenkins was removed.
Yeah.
Taylor was removed.
Kwamasi Salo had brought on the assistant, shifted the offense. Ja was not fucking with the offense.
That's
got
when-
suspended for a game this season.
That's when the shit got sour,
I ain't
right?
talking about that.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying
Totality of everything that this young man has done over the last 3 years, right? That handicapped our organization because of his behavior and antics, right?
because
You don't got no say so or no control. We gonna do what we want to do with you.
to his point,
And so we
it's
won't
Ja
pass back.
Morant.
We won't. I don't
And
care.
he has put us on a pedestal globally.
And
he
took
has
us-
the
and knocked
kids
us
in the
off of
seat.
it.
And we know that if he's on board, he can turn this thing around, as he was trying to after he got injured. After the soldier injury, he came back. He was ready to do right.
Was
And then, yes,
Still out there putting pistols up.
but
and
he
all
was
that shit.
balling.
They don't
But he
care.
was balling.
But
People
everybody
don't-
does it.
The
But
coach,
rocket launcher-
the coach
Yeah, that's
didn't
fine.
care.
But everybody else ain't got caught with a pistol in public twice. Like y'all act like this shit didn't happen.
Yeah, but it was
So
forgiven.
it's a fact. It wasn't forgiven.
It was forgiven.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
By who?
By the organization.
No, it
they
was
kept
not.
him. They didn't trade him.
It wasn't
They could have
forgiven.
got rid of him right then and there.
No, they couldn't have, or they wouldn't.
What
Listen,
you mean? They could have
It
got rid of the
wasn't
man.
forgiven.
There are assets.
He's under contract, so he's expected to come play basketball. So he's not forgiven.
Regardless of all that. There are
Ain't no regardless of
assets
shit,
in
you said he was
Miami.
forgiven. No, he
There
wasn't
are
forgiven.
assets in Miami that can be traded for Ja Morant.
Okay.
That could be equivalent to the same thing. If you want to get off an asset and stop devaluing this asset so it's not a tradable piece.
Do you think they care?
Who?
Memphis.
I think the problem is
So do you think they care? I don't
everyone
think they care.
thinks general manager's smart.
Yes.
Because of what Atlanta did,
Yes.
doesn't mean everyone
anybody go,
is just as stupid as Atlanta was. If we look at their history,
It's like the shit they
we
did
can
in-
say they're not that smart over there either, right? So you would hope Memphis is that dumb to say, all right, we can give you back this and this,
Yeah.
and they're like, all right, we'll give you a job. Yeah, I mean, you will hope they're that dumb too.
Yeah, but they not.
But they not.
Because who's in place up? Let's just.
And they not that dumb. There's some ones that their job, how they got their job, has nothing to do with basketball.
Pat ain't that dumb.
Right? So
Pat's not that dumb to move assets for Ja Morant.
no, he will move assets for John Morant if he wants them. Pat is the only person that don't care about who you think you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Remember, we are talking about the man who brung in this crew.
Yes.
Shaq.
Yes. And
Gary
Walker.
Payton, Antoine Walker, James
And
Posey.
one with him.
Yeah.
And one with him.
Hey,
White chocolate, like he put that group together.
Mike
A
Bibby.
barbershop in
All
the strip
them
club.
guys.
Along with the guy that carried that motherfucking team and goddamn Dwayne Wade. Like, let's not do that,
Right.
man.
But I'm just
Like,
saying,
that-
so, if-
Did he draft Dwayne Wade too?
yeah, but I'm saying if you got that as a
did.
group
I'm
of a
saying,
surrounding, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you can have anybody.
can
He
manage
can put
manage
Zion, he can put
He don't have that.
He can put them all together.
Shaq was a vet. All them dudes was vet. They like to party, but they already had a name for
I'm
themselves.
sure he'll figure it out.
Man,
Ain't nobody in Miami fit that criteria right now to put around Ja Morant. Don't nobody
you wouldn't
fit.
need that.
Everybody you named, don't nobody fit none of that criteria.
none of those
He
guys
can use
in
him
the league
He can use
anymore.
him like Dwayne Wade right now.
He could.
He needs
could.
he needs that excitement.
I hear
He
yes,
is Dwayne. He is
that
Dwayne
regard,
Wade going
yes.
to Miami right now.
In that regard, I
Ja
hear you.
is.
Yes. In that regard, I hear you. Yes, I do. I'm with superstardom, all of those things. Absolutely, 100%.
What are you saying yes to?
The fuck I just said? Words came out of my mouth, nigga.
No, I'm saying I didn't hear it. What was you saying yes to?
The fan favorite guy that put bodies in the seats, all it, 100%. The shit that I just said. Yes, but there's still more to this puzzle than just that, is what I'm saying. With him. That's all. And will Pat overlook that? I don't know. Will he? I'm saying, could he? Yes. But is he willing to put up with everything that comes with it?
Okay,
We
Pat,
don't know that.
Okay, Pat.
We don't know
Who
that.
else wants to come to Miami that's a Ja Morant-like superstar?
Over the last win, just this year? Or
Right now. Saying today. Starting today.
I don't know if the kid want to go there or not. I ain't heard him say it. Like I said the other day, when the shit came about Trey, after Josiah said that's where Trey wanted to go, I said, okay, cool. Until the shit happens and then he goes to Miami, I don't care about the reports, dog. Like, I don't give a fuck. I say this time and time
New
again.
Jersey, he going to Brooklyn.
Okay.
Like, I don't care about the reports, man.
Okay.
Like,
so if
it
he
comes
end up in Miami,
I will say cool.
because Pat's like, all right, we have a chance to get a Ja
Yeah.
Morant
Yeah.
for a Tyler Hero
He's had a chance to get a whole
and
lot
a
of
Bam out.
over years.
That's too much.
That's too much. Them two
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? I still got Khalil. I still got Norman Powell. I still got future picks.
Yeah, but I ain't giving up both though.
You still
What? To make
You
it.
don't have to.
You know, that's even better. We don't have to.
don't have to.
But if we could choose one or the other,
Which one you letting go?
you can't go with Bam because you got JJJ, but they trying to get rid of JJJ anyway. So it could make sense, but then you got Edie. It's a package deal to me. I'm saying you can go Vasquez, you could throw one of the other little pieces in, but Miami being the destination that makes the most sense right now out of all the teams, like you just said, Minnesota with Ant and Ja, what? It makes no sense.
Why?
Any of them other teams don't make. This is the perfect situation. Even for his rebranding, even getting around somebody like Pat Riley to talk to him and say, listen, strip club at your house only.
So let me ask you a question.
You don't have to go out, bro. We'll help you order them to the crib.
They're not doing
Ain't no outside shit for you. There's no outside.
They're not-
The history has proven, though, if when you come to Miami, you get booed up, you find your boo, you go lay up, and you go do your thing. And you have to because those are requirements. Don't be outside. Don't be doing this, and this. Tyler Hero got booed up. Bam booed up. Shit, Dwayne Wade in 2010, that's when he found his boo. Shit, after that was his best year. Led the league in scoring, booed up. Everything happens in Miami where you actually adapt to the culture of becoming a guy that's not outside. You adapt to being in the gym and focused on that shit. And with Ja, maybe they change that shit. Maybe they actually give him a little bit of leeway on the leash and be like, look, if you're going to be the Ja that we need you to be,
It sound crazy.
we gonna be the job we need you to be.
You can have his chocolate chip cookies on the plane.
You can have some chocolate chip
ain't
cookies.
about chocolate
We're not
chip
gonna make that mistake again.
So you want to give a nigga a leash?
Again.
So you want to give a nigga leeway?
Because Jimmy was the other mistake.
his knees begging please.
Yeah, we learning now. We adapting. But I'm saying.
Okay.
But I'm saying.
I like it.
And Jimmy not Ja. Ja is different.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at Miami's brand. Like, ain't no players been there with shoe
know.
contracts and being commercials and
Yes,
shit.
Brian.
Yes, all of those.
Man,
All those things. Yes,
this can be a monumental move for the Miami Heat.
it could.
It's just about Ja at this point.
I agree.
The one that makes
I agree
sense
with you
for
on that.
Memphis is probably looking at Brooklyn. Because him in Brooklyn helps his brand. Brooklyn, the way they are, they're going to have picks. They got young talent that they can give up. And that plays to both of them. I mean, that will be, if I'm them, I would be looking at Brooklyn side.
I like
Is
Brooklyn.
it a package deal then? A multi-team trade?
No. So what happens with
Don't have to
the way they work now is
I with Brooklyn, it don't.
owners and organizations don't understand the power they have if they just shut the fuck up. Because once he says he wants to go, the people who are buying the product don't need to pay top dollar no more. Because I know he don't want to be there. You open shopping him, meaning when you don't trade him, he has an attitude. Now he don't want to play for you, right? Now he got ankle injuries and all this stuff. So now you're forced to give him. Now because you have to give him, I can give you pennies on a dollar.
Yeah.
That's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Instead of just behind the scenes, secretly labbing it, like he don't want to leave, what you gonna give me for it? Quiet, you get bigger bucks for it. Versus you publicly putting them out there, talking about you open to trade them. Now we just sit back and just say, you're gonna get desperate at the end of the clock.
So what we already
On the
thought that,
25th hour.
we knew this was, the writing was on the wall, like Rashad said, the writing was on the wall with this situation. It was just only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time.
It's been going down, but
going
I mean,
down.
It's only a matter of time.
So tell me what the reason is for a team to actually publicly make this statement if they could be behind the scenes doing that. What benefit does it have for us to say we want to openly trade XYZ? And then if we don't trade him to the team he wants to go to, or we're not looking in that direction, he's looking crazy, he's looking like this. I remember when Antoine got traded, we were playing pool, and he was like, man, I just got traded. He had no fucking idea about certain trades that was going down, so it was just like, it wasn't I'm liking here or don't like. It's like, I gotta go now. So if you're doing it publicly, you're kind of thinking like how KD was like, man, I know you niggas want to get off me now. And it's like, man, this kind of weird. Like now I'm being scapegoated. Now I feel some type of way. What's the reason behind doing that?
So didn't Atlanta just do it?
Shit, bro.
Trey? Monkey see monkey.
yeah, but, I mean,
Yeah,
hear
but
about
it's been going on. So before this new social media wave of everybody's in everybody's fucking business society that we live in, right? Things just happened. They made a couple phone calls, didn't know they had relationships with certain beat writers and certain people before tweet and before X, before all the thread, all you can just get right on there and like it's these people in positions, these GMs, these presidents, these people that's in these meetings they talking about these trades. As this shit is going on, you got a motherfucker over in the back texting Shams like, hey, they think, thinking about sending Ja to Miami, Ja to talks. That's the shit that's going on, man. And the shit is sad. that in these meetings, because they are business meetings technically, that you got people leaking information. That's all that shit is. You got one person in there that has these reports are.
You got everybody from the agents to the front office, whatever. Everybody has access to different media plugs, and they're gonna push whatever.
But the
story
agents ain't
narrative.
even privy to these conversations. That's my thing.
But the agents can put that
until later, until it's about to go down,
but
and
they
then they
can
hit
put
the
that
agent and be like,
information out
"Hey, we got a
just
deal.
cause.
We got a deal on the table for Gil. This is what we're thinking." Then the agent finds out, unless Gil go to his agent and be like, "Hey man, go to them motherfuckers, tell them, hey man, I want out."
Yeah.
Right? And then the agent can go to the media and be like, "Hey man, Gil want out of Washington, or Gil want out of here." Then that's the part that happened then. But now it's in real fucking time.
Those trade rumors.
Yeah, like in real time.
Those are the trade rumors that used to happen.
Yeah.
It used to just be rumors. But now you got a guy like Shams that's gotten the rumors from the lingering text motherfuckers. It's like, oh, I heard some shit going on over there. Let's go verify this.
But the thing about it, it's only coming from a select or a certain amount of sources, right, that have that knowledge. Whenever you hear these things reported, you can usually read between the lines to see which side it's coming from, right?
But wouldn't you rather have that than just for finding out that I just got traded?
No.
Well, I like surprises, so.
So like I'd rather know that it's rumors instead of just going playing pool and then I just got traded.
Well, that's the way the business used to be.
Yeah, but don't need
So
to be
you
like
think?
that.
So you think the better?
I know, but I want to. I
you
mean, I like it like this now. I want to know instead of just finding out.
Why you want to know? Ask somebody actively.
But what about the teams that they're?
Yeah,
Oh,
if
so
the
okay.
team is having rumors about, I want to.
How long? When did they put that rumor out?
I think last week was like the first.
Last week. How many games?
Yeah,
Because you got to remember, when they're trying to trade your ass,
I mean,
you got to walk in that locker
That's
room.
what you're talking about.
They know.
The feeling of knowing you're about to be traded.
What I'm saying is think about
Right.
bullshit.
Like you niggas want to get off me?
Unless you
All
want
right.
to get out of here. Unless you want to leave,
You the star
that's
player,
one thing.
and you know this team right now don't want you.
And you want to be there.
And now you got to go out there and play. You ain't playing hard.
That's fine, but I'm
You
still
ain't
playing.
doing nothing.
But I'm still playing. At the end of the day, I'm still
I'd rather
playing.
go. I'd rather not go. I scored my 30, my 40.
That's
my
not
50.
fine to go out and not play hard.
So then you trade me, then I'm more fucked up mentally because now I got to move my whole family and go somewhere else.
That's the business. That's
Like,
the
no,
business.
that's bullshit. Let me know now so I can start getting prepared.
So I can feel
Nigga, you rich.
Yeah.
I don't
You
give a
rich. You don't know what?
I don't
You
give a
can
fuck
tell me to
about being
move right
rich.
now.
I
I'm
don't care
gone.
about being rich. I'm out here
gone.
busting my ass every day. Let me know what it is too. So if I can hear some rumors, I'm cool with that.
Dead man.
Don't just have me out here taking my kids to school. Oh, bro, you just got
You know you got traded.
The fuck is that?
Hey, that's the Drew Holiday.
Now I'm all
Drew Holiday. That's the Drew
mentally.
Holiday.
Okay, let's try it.
Mentally,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'd rather know now than all that back in the
So
day.
imagine hearing all this shit, right? I'm gonna let you go. Imagine hearing all that shit, right? Team trying to get rid of you for 3 months, and they don't get rid of you. Then what?
You stuck,
Yeah,
my
you stuck
nigga.
there.
That's fine.
That's
I'm
bullshit,
stuck.
B.
But listen, I still have the
No.
opportunity to change it. Now it's either
Change
I'm
what?
a play
It
and
ain't
we gonna win, or is they just gonna
Right.
trade
No,
me.
I get
Long
you.
as I know
Yeah.
that if it's a rumor, so now I have the opportunity to change it.
Yeah.
How?
Okay.
How-
It's the mindset
How's
he's
the
talking
mindset?
about.
It's
He's saying now I can actually lock back in. I have the choice
To lock back
lock back in, despite
But what
the
if
fact
you was
that they
never
want to
locked
get
out?
off of me.
But what,
Right.
what if you imagine you never checked out? Imagine if you was all in 100%, busting your ass every time you play, giving 110% every single night, and they still try to trade your ass.
That's fine.
It doesn't matter. You going out there, motherfucker.
But you know that's
But
a
I
part
know
of the
though.
business.
I know
We know that's a
We
part of
know
the
that.
business.
But I
we
know
know
the
that,
rumor.
I like both sides of it though.
I know.
I like what he's
So now
saying.
when the
I like
gym-
what you
So now when
saying.
the gym try to come at me, oh bro, you're gonna be here. Yeah, all right, all right.
Yeah, that fake
all right,
shit.
all right,
Yeah,
cool,
that's the
cool,
fake
cool,
shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now I know.
What'd you
Now
say?
I know.
What'd
You don't
you
have
got
to do
for
all
the
that.
gym?
Okay, I mean, yeah,
You
that's
want to
a-
know 2 weeks before.
Two
Right,
weeks,
I'm 2
whatever.
3 weeks
Once
before.
I hear the rumor,
Well, as soon as I hear the rumor,
Right, yep.
you're not gonna want to take your kids to school because you're gonna be in your feelings.
You're gonna feel
You're not
something.
gonna
But that's what he's
you're gonna
saying.
have the
Have the
You're
opportunity
gonna
to
feel
change it.
something.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah.
If your feelings is weak, then you're
We
weak.
all gonna feel
No, it ain't.
something,
Yes, you
especially
are gonna feel
if
something.
we're
Because
locked in.
now you're thinking about
feel something.
That's
because you
fine.
know you're gonna leave. So now
you don't wanna get
preparing
hurt.
your
You're
kids
preparing.
to
You don't wanna
leave.
get hurt. That's fine.
Now
I
you're
get
not
that.
going into the gym no more, doing what you're doing because you don't want to be there because they don't want you there.
And
So
then-
now you're preparing your family to leave. Now they're all affected.
And now imagine
That's
if it
one
don't
mindset
happen.
to have.
Now imagine
or
if
you
it don't
go home
happen.
and say, yeah, man, they're trying to trade me. Yeah, watch this. I'm gonna show them.
Show them what?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying it can
Show them
Wait,
what?
I get what you're
Hold on,
saying.
that-
I get
But
what
show
you're
them
saying.
what?
As long as I know.
Like now, hey, look what you about to trade.
But show them
Look what you about to trade.
the
Don't
rumor.
care, obviously.
That's fine.
If
And
you
I
on
don't
the
care.
block,
As long as I know.
they don't
care. What you showing them?
Yeah, that's what I mean. What are you showing?
I just want to.
What are you showing them?
It's
I'm
the
saying I can
showcase.
change it
It's
or
the
not.
showcase.
Change what?
They want to trade me because of what? We probably suck or
Or I'm not performing.
I'm not performing.
But what if you are performing?
Why are they trading me then if I'm performing and we winning?
Because you're an asset, because they can.
Why would you trade me
Because
if I'm
you
winning
property.
and I'm balling?
Because you
That's
property.
retarded then.
You think, okay,
Because you
first of all,
property.
They only want to trade Ja Morant because they're not winning and they're terrible. If they were winning, we wouldn't be even talking about trading.
No.
We wouldn't be talking about nothing about a trade.
Fact.
If he was winning, they wouldn't be talking about trading. Nothing. He would be boom, boom, bombing, all that.
Fact.
Nobody would be
But
saying nothing.
also
Because he's losing, now it's
Mr. B, but also talk about the availability aspect. In the last 4.5 seasons, I think Ja's only played like 50% of the games through suspension.
and if
through
he's
injuries.
available, and winning, they're not
I
having
think
this
people
conversation.
really believe that every team wants to win something. There's only 5 teams in the NBA that wants to win championships. There's about, 15 teams. Their whole goal is to make it to the playoffs. That's where they make their money. Then there's 10 teams, they don't give a shit because they make their money no matter what.
Okay.
So you can win all you want. He said, why they trade me? Because I'm winning. Hey, I don't care. I don't want you. You made me my money.
Cool.
You became a great asset,
Cool.
like Michael Porter, right? He became a great asset that I can give up to get youth.
He's not a superstar.
It don't matter.
Name a
He's
superstar.
playing like
Name
an
a super-
all-star.
name a superstar.
I can get rid of this guy. He's playing so well. He got attractive.
Name a
You see
superstar.
what I'm saying?
You can say Luka.
You become a
Say
diamond.
Luka.
Yes.
Huh?
You can say Luka.
They said he was a fat, no defensive playing
They
alcoholic
were winning too.
and just traded
They
him
went to the finals.
after going to
Yeah.
the finals. Nico
Got off
his
the
words,
got off
not
the-
mine.
And think about this is a full circle conversation now, because the Luka situation fits perfectly with both sides. Luka didn't know he was being traded. He didn't get the warning. He was fucking hurt.
Look what happened.
Look what happened. But remember what you said. He didn't have the leniency to go back in and show them what you're getting rid of because he was hurt. They traded him when he was hurt. So what B is saying is, give me the time beforehand, so maybe I'll get back in the gym and show y'all I'm really working. Whatever it is, even increasing my trade value on the block while I'm on the block, just knowing.
Is that how business works, though?
Can I ask y'all a question?
Wait, you talking about?
So last year, if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Phoenix Suns try to trade Kevin Durant during the season? Mm-hmm. And did he still ball? Was he playing well or not?
Kevin Durant?
I think
Kevin Durant,
he stayed the course.
But I think they were both working on
He
it.
stayed
His
the course.
26 didn't
26.
go up or down no
Yeah.
matter what, right?
It was
But I think he was knowledgeable about the trade situation.
But he still went out.
Warriors
and
were
played,
options
right?
said,
He
I'm
still
good.
went out and hoop.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
so he was knowledgeable.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
He's different, right? He's gonna put his 26 up no matter what the fucking situation is.
But B's talking about what if KD goes out and starts giving you 30?
What difference does it make?
They maybe start winning now.
They still tried to trade and they got rid of him after the season.
But this is what he's saying. He's saying if you telling KD we gonna get rid of you and he increase his production,
it doesn't matter.
and they start winning, do they still trade him?
Yes.
Or do they think twice?
Yes.
Or do they be like, well, hey, we might have a.
That's why I scapegoated him.
Well, who was down?
What is
the
the
reason
difference?
he got
That's why they
scapegoated because Bradley
scapegoated.
Beal was down.
Are you not looking
so
at the business
Kevin
of the
Durant-
basketball?
For sure.
Right, so
Durant-
I might not want
predicated
you.
on
I
him.
might not want you to win because I'm trying to get draft picks. I'm trying to get my draft picks and I'm trying to get your draft picks. Why do I want you to come in here and win for me?
Because that's why
Because you brought me here.
You
Because that's
No,
what
I brought
you
you-
brought me here to win.
I brought you there then. Right now, I'm in rebuilding. I'm Memphis. I want to rebuild.
We changed our mind.
So I don't want you to come in here and win games. You just being you going to win more games than I want.
Yes.
Same thing. That's what happened with Kevin Porter right now. I mean, KCP or Kevin Porter
Michael-
Jr.
yeah,
Michael Porter
Michael
Jr.
Porter. Yeah.
He's going to win games that they don't want to win.
You talking about for Brooklyn? Okay.
So
Yes.
I need to get rid of him. Thank you. I appreciate you. You got me some more picks. You got this because somebody needs you.
Yeah.
And you're going to give me some picks. We get to lose and we get a top 5 pick.
Because
He
he's
keeps
not a
winning,
building.
we
He's
might
not a
get-
building piece.
We might get 6 to 11. I don't
Him
want
averaging 30 is not negative.
right. So and that's what happens. Like
especially with this draft coming up.
John Wall in Houston.
Yes, exactly.
John Wall in Houston
Wanted
was
to play.
balling.
Wanted to play.
They said, "Yeah, we don't want you to come in because you're gonna win more games than we want. Just stay
Come
home.
be
We're
a
gonna
mentor.
pay you."
Come be a mentor. Right?
So them losing. Look at the draft picks they had got from it. They told him, "Hey, listen, you have damn near averaging 20 and 11.
They got
good.
a lot of shit.
We don't want that.
Jabari.
Yeah, that's like we don't want you to come in here and start winning. Just sit home, take your money."
So last question for all you before we move on. Do you still believe Ja can be a superstar in the league?
He's a superstar.
He's already a superstar.
He's a.
But game matching that.
Oh, you mean the game part of it?
Game matching that superstar. Obviously,
long as
high selling shoes, all that good stuff.
As long as he's healthy and he's out there playing, his game is his game, right? He's going to go out there, do things that makes people forget, some of the things he has done. So, he just got to get on the court. That's all. Yeah. Let the game speak for itself.
I think a change of environment, right organization, I think he's still averaging 19 right now, though. Like, he averaging 19.
In a very down year.
In a down year where the offense has been changed, taking the ball out of his hands and limited minutes and averaging 19. So I would say yes.
Rashad, do you think Ja can still be a superstar in this league?
There's been a lot of conversation around this. Given the last 4 years, his availability, whether or not he is injury prone or not. But he did give us glimpses. I think he had 44.
He had a 40-point game.
40-point game recently that showed the old Ja. I think, like Kenyon said, a new scenery could definitely revitalize him. It's just about the system. Now it's the system. Now are you a SPO guy? Or wherever you go, are you the coach's type of system player? Now it's not about, I think Luka's probably the only rare exception, maybe Trey, where they both going to go to situations where they're going to have to adapt around them based on how comfortable they're playing. But I don't know if Ja moves the lever in that aspect when it comes to how Memphis played and how he played, based on if he go to any other team, does the way he played going to help them win?
They're going to have to. If you get Ja Morant, you have to put skill set around what he does. Just like they have to do it with Luka, they're going to have to do it with Trey. Any ball-dominant guy that plays now and that's effective, he averaged, 27, 28 in this league before? So you got to put pieces around that. You can't make him fit a system.
So here's the question.
In order for what we're saying, he's going to have to average more than 19. They play a system right now with him in Memphis, he's averaging 19. That's not, for what he does, he needs to be able to get up and down the floor fast, play free.
So here's the question I asked.
And dictate
that some people are asking too. Mm-hmm. What is it that he does? What's his game right now? Now, not just as far as the highlights.
I don't.
No, we know that. Because Zion gives us that too.
People in the seat.
But we say,
it's that.
What is it about his game? We know Luka got to step back. Luka can do the step. What is Ja's game?
Put asses in the seat. Acrobats put asses in the seat.
Him
and Zion are the same. They put
the does when if you really
layups and all that shit.
Moves his body
Yeah, them 360 layups.
But what I'm saying is
the missed dunks and I'm saying it's just a matter of what I said. The missed dunks
for sure.
People come to see.
But I'm saying the time that we have to wait for you to give us that. You're not going to give us that every possession.
But it's worth it though.
Right?
It's worth it. It might be one a game. Might be once a game.
So
Vince Carter shit was worth it.
It definitely was. I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm saying if you don't know what he does as a player outside of the highlights, and you're only giving me 2 highlights a game, that's 4 points.
Is the fans happy?
Yeah, that's
is the fans happy?
Social media, they click the fuck out of
kids in the building.
2 highlights a game. I got the number one substitute from.
And you got kids in the building selling jerseys in that motherfucker. They happy, dog.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
So is Miami the place he wants to go if we want to win?
That's what I said.
What the winning all the time? Damn.
I'm thinking because Pat Riley wins.
It's the clash. The clash will be we want to win. We don't want just 2 highlights.
If he goes there, can he do both? That's what I'm saying. If he goes to Miami, both things can exist.
He'll teach him how to be a winner.
Both things can exist in Miami.
Yes.
I just want to know what his game is.
You go somewhere else, it's about putting asses in the seats. That's what I think. But
if his game is floater game, getting to the lane game, it's the system that has to accommodate that. And if his game is come off pick and rolls and shoot threes and when they sagging off you and clogging the lane.
You can use them like Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Use them like D-Wade.
But you got to put pieces around.
But you got it, like he's saying. You got to
put Shane Battier. You got to put Ray Allen out there. You got to put guys that Mike Miller out there. You got to put guys that make shots.
We're basketball players, and we're taught to want to win.
Yes.
And people don't understand what I'm saying is what 25 other teams think. There's a reason your favorite team don't get nowhere every year after every year after every year after every year after every year.
Cleveland.
Knicks spend the most money year after year after year, ain't won no championship. You know why? Because the New York market, with a superstar or no superstar, when they open them doors, ching ching. Period. Right? It don't matter. So the New York fan base is going to buy the product no matter what. That's a team that don't have to win a championship, and they're going to keep Scott. When was the last time they won a championship? What is their value? They ain't won since the 70s.
73.
If they try to sell that team right now,
73.
it'd be number one. Right now, they're number two because they haven't been to the open market. They haven't won.
But the Lakers selling for $10 billion now.
But you see what I'm saying?
Everything
No
goes up.
championship.
Everything goes up.
So if they're businessmen.
No, yeah.
These ain't basketball fans, man.
And then that's been
I
the
get
knock
that.
on Dolan for the
So
longest.
since we know that it's only 5 teams that want to win it and the owners are only for the money, I should be able to know when the fuck you want to trade me.
Why?
Oh, you still on that shit?
Yes. Yes, I'm still on that shit.
All right, well,
If I know that I'm just out here, then the game
we
of
not trying to
basketball
win,
is not
yeah.
meant to be won. Since I've been going my whole life trying to win basketball games, we get to this motherfucker, and I know, hey man, just play your best.
So would
and
you
we
rather-
just trying to win?
So
Well,
would
then
you
let
want a
me know,
rumor
too, when you want to trade?
All right, so let me ask you, brother. So I hear
because you
listen.
put me in a fucked up position.
I hear you, B, with that. So damn the rumor. You want them to come and tell you directly.
No, if the room, I like the rumors. No, I don't mind. You can tell me directly, but I like the rumors.
See, I would prefer you come
Tell me if the rumors are true.
I was taught to win the
No, come
game.
tell me
So now
before
that
the
I'm
rumors.
taught to just go out here and just perform and
prepared
put some
for the
numbers up, then let me know when you want to trade me to.
Like, tell me beforehand before you tell them. Now, when I
Like,
hear
let
it
me
out
hear the
there,
rumors that they-
now when I
let
hear it
me
out
the
there, I'm
rumors.
prepared for
It's
it.
cool.
I get it though, cause it's the connection. Even though we say put your feelings in your pocket, right?
Good luck.
He's saying, listen, I don't want to walk in here feeling like they don't want me here. I don't want to walk in the locker room feeling like we don't want this nigga here. We don't want you here, bro. We cool.
So
Now,
you wanna know that?
If you're
You can't feel that?
if you're telling me I get to walk in here with my attitude now. I get to walk in here with my attitude like, oh, y'all don't want me here?
No. I mean, I can definitely feel it
Yeah.
because there will be rumors, but that's just like me. That's like me renewing my contract with Underdog, and then, at the end, they just be like, "Oh yeah, we just gonna catch you," and it's just like,
Why you ain't telling me
well,
earlier?
why you ain't? I ain't hear no rumors, no nothing. I'm getting prepared, and then next thing you know, it's just like, yeah, nah, we just gonna move on.
Can I
You would be like, what?
Can I ask you a question?
yeah, I'm here to host, but yes,
You know what? Chat.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to. I just felt that's just how.
No. I want to ask the chat.
I would like to be asked
All
questions.
right.
Hey, chat. If you was the owner, and you got these two right here, would you warn them 2 weeks in advance you getting ready to trade them, or are you gonna wait till their asses is home and then tell their asses? We traded you. Stay the fuck over there.
Don't come
what
in.
is you doing?
Don't come in today.
Come back to
Don't
this
come to
goddamn
the
building.
arena.
Hey,
Don't come
what
in.
is-
The code changed everything.
I got one for you, though. I got one for you. I ain't saying it's the same shit. I ain't saying that it was the thing, but hey, so my last show when I got cut from Milwaukee, right? I was just at the practice facility, nigga, and I went to my PT and all that shit. I'm on the table getting stretched and getting my work done. After the fact, the phone, I get a text from J. Kidd like, we need to talk. I tell the lady, yeah, that ain't good, right? I pick the phone up, I put it on speaker. I told her, yeah, they finna cut me, right? She like, no, you don't know that. Yeah, K, we'll have to let you go.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, I was just at the practice facility. Y'all couldn't tell me that then?
No.
No.
Where CP got you? Where did let CP go? Away from the in Atlanta? Hey, CP, we're gonna have to let
Go
you
ahead.
go.
Don't even go. We don't want you on the trip back. You're not coming on the trip back. I still got shit in LA,
There's a
bro.
reason some people get
We're shipping rumors.
You flying Delta back.
No.
We got you covered for play.
Hey, Steven Jackson, soon as they got off the plane, yeah, we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah.
Certain people, we gotta wait till you away from everything.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. So, a few pieces of business before we move on. We asked the chat, is it time for Ja to move on from Memphis? 94% of the chat said yes. We also asked the chat, is Miami the best destination for Ja Morant? 58% of the chat says no, 42% yes. And then Gil, you asked the chat, would you tell a player you want to trade him? 55% of the chat said no. I'm getting also some feedback directly from people in the chat saying hell no. A lot of N-words. Thank you for not putting the I in there, just NGA. No,
Imagine going up to King. Hey,
tomorrow. So
we were thinking about
George Carl. We're gonna let you go.
Hey, nigga, actually, nigga, I was going to that motherfucker every single day, wishing they would come up to be like, hey, man, we sending you to, nigga, I was going to that motherfucker daily, wishing and praying.
Looking for it.
Looking for the trade, nigga,
already pre-warned.
I'm ready to choke you on my last day.
Absolutely, nigga, choke
Which
you
one
on
of
the
you
way out the
motherfuckers gonna
door,
tell
nigga.
me? I'm gonna choke one of you motherfuckers.
Absolutely. No, they brought me in the office. They was getting ready to cut Ruben Patterson, so I wouldn't show out. Because I know he could help us, right? They did that shit like 2 times. When have you known them to bring a motherfucker in when they getting ready to release somebody?
That's funny.
Hey, I went that motherfucker, we gonna bring Ken so we know this won't be an issue this year. Because I acted a fool last year in that motherfucker. They got rid of Draper. But listen, dog, show my whole ass in there.
Remember that.
And Ruben, the locker made all that. I ain't let nobody sit next to me. If you didn't go to Cincinnati, you couldn't sit in the locker next to me. There was only 2 lockers right there. If you didn't go to UC, DeMar sat there and motherfucking Ruben sat there. Other than that locker was empty for 7 years. I made them pull out a porta potty, the cubicle. Yeah, y'all can't nobody sit there, dog. Yeah.
So they got an open locker. You made them bring some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till you sleep. We're gonna wait till you sleep before we tell you get traded.
You gonna send him a text?
See, that nigga a text message.
You gotta email him.
Hey, they would have told Brad. They would have told my sister. They would have told me.
Hey, Ken, you ain't check your spam? Check your spam, nigga. We sent it for sure.
They would have called Brad, my assistant at the time. They would have called Brad like, I need you to tell Kenyon that we no longer need his services.
Well, Kenyon, thank you for letting me and Rashad sit next to you. He didn't go to UC, he went to UNC, and I went to UCLA, so close enough. But let's keep this thing moving.
There's enough space over here, though. There's enough motherfucking movie space over here.
There is, but today's show is sponsored by SeatGeek. Everyone can use our code ARENA10, get 10% off your SeatGeek order, whether you're a new customer or not. Sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. Lakers are back in action, so a lot of people have been looking on SeatGeek for the best deals. And the NFL playoffs are in full swing. And you already know SeatGeek got the plug on some of the best seats. SeatGeek rates on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. No matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, code ARENA10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code ARENA10 to your account. Appreciate you, SeatGeek. Actually used SeatGeek to get some tickets to the Lakers-Bucks game. Got a very good deal, very affordable, very reasonable. Did not enjoy the game as much as I should have for different reasons, but we will be talking about that in the near future. But let's shift over to Minnesota. So after a slow start to the season, which saw them go 0-7 against teams with a winning record, Wolves are back on the prowl after winning 6 of their last 8 games, including their second straight win over the Spurs this season on Sunday. Let's take a look at some of those highlights if we can, please. So San Antonio was in control for the first 3 quarters, starting the game up 16-0 while leading by as much as 19 and by 14 heading into the fourth quarter. Wemby paced the Spurs with 29.7 rebounds and 3 steals in 27 minutes of action in his return to the starting lineup. Julius Randle had 15 and 8 boards for the Wolves, but came up big on the defensive end after getting tasked with guarding Wemby midway through the fourth quarter. Dante DiVincenzo had 19 points, 9 boards, and 7 dimes. He was 5 of 7 from deep in the second half. Naz Reid added 17 and 11 boards off the bench. Anthony Edwards finished with a team-high 23 points, including some of the biggest buckets of the game. With the Wolves down 1 late, Ant-Man went at Wemby, driving to the basket, hitting the go-ahead floater off the glass with a little over 16 seconds remaining. Spurs had one last chance to get the win, but Randle came through with the defensive stop right here on Wemby's fadeaway. Oh, look at him. Big body. Wemby missed a shot. Spurs got the rebound. De'Aaron Fox had one last chance for a 3 to win it off the back rim. Minnesota outscored San Antonio 33-18 in the final frame to get the win. After the game, Ant-Man talked about going head-to-head with the alien for the game-winning bucket.
I was like, oh shit. You see me? I was like, damn. I got the shot. Do I drive him? I was confused.
How long did that decision take?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna throw that bitch to Jew, I don't know what to do right now because he's so tall, bro. Like, he take away everything. He take away the layup, jump shot, and he got good feet. He can move. So, yeah, he's a one of a kind.
You think you surprised him by driving?
Yeah, for sure. I felt like he thought I was gonna take a jump shot for sure, and he probably won't block that shit. So I had to drive.
He talking to his homeboy. Yo, you gotta love this young nigga though. You do, man. You have to love him.
We have to love. I love this young nigga. I'm not.
You have to love him because he act like he talking to us.
No tattoo.
You like
Be yourself, man.
nigga talking to us, man.
The YNBA.
Like, yeah, hell of a defense, man.
YNSO.
Like, yeah, man.
Like we asked him about.
But so candid, so honest. I mean, obviously, like,
you gotta love it,
but
bro.
you really have to appreciate that. That's what I would want in the face of the league. Somebody who's always gonna keep it real. But at 24-16, Wolves are now holding down the 4th spot in the West, off to the 4th best start in franchise history through 40 games, 16-6 in their last 22 games. So we've seen the Wolves come on strong now. They righted the ship, figured things out, got Ant-Man as a viable MVP option candidate. How realistic is this Wolves squad making their 3rd straight Western Conference Finals, Gil? Don't look. Why
No, you said this was the best record since.
I saw that stat
Through 40 games.
through 40 games, but 4th best. It just let you know it's been troubling times in Minnesota throughout the franchise's history. 4th best start though.
So it's the 4th best start
4th best
in their history.
in the history of the Minnesota.
Being 4th place.
Huh?
Being 4th in the West.
I mean, it's a very gritty, tough Western.
Can I ask you why that's like, never mind. Go ahead.
I would just.
I'm just giving you guys some perspective on life.
We don't need to.
I appreciate it.
Former Minnesota
A lot of
Timberwolves.
work.
Rashad
It's a lot of
McCants.
work.
bad, man.
A lot of work you put in there.
I need to know somebody.
I can see if he says the first, like their best start in 40 games, but 4th best. Like, who gives a fuck about 4th best? Anything.
Okay, you know,
Minnesotans.
close to getting the Bronx. There's some shit going down in
You know we
Minnesota right now.
riot. They
I'm trying to
riot out
uplift
there.
it.
They
When I-
riot.
When have,
shit.
when have somebody said, yeah, 4th best is like, no. Fuck. Like,
That's almost a Bronx fan.
I forgot
almost on the counting horseshoes and
Do we
hands.
think they're going to be good? Make it to their.
John Moran. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Timberwolves have reached back-to-back Western Conference Finals. Do you think that Ant-Man and this supporting cast of a roster have enough to make it 3 straight? 4th in the West right now.
And who they get this year, this summer?
They got the opportunity to strengthen their team
Shit, they got
and
Anthony
go out
Edwards.
there and try to go to the Western Conference Finals for the 3rd straight time.
Anthony Edwards over there. That's
Watching,
what they got.
Ant-Man,
watching Tate
Julius
Kobe and
Randle.
Jordan all summer.
They got they got Bone Highland.
They did get Bones Highland,
Bones.
a friend of the show, well respected in
They
Hooper
did get
circle.
bones.
It's all matchups, right? I mean, that's really what the playoffs is about. Who you match up with, first round, second round. So, if they match up with the Lakers, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be excited, and it plays to their favor. So it's all about matchups. But do they have a team? Yes, right. They have enough talent to. They have enough talent to go to the championship. It just all matters on that road, right? It's just about that road when you get there, right? How easy is it for you against the? I look at it like this: like, who does the best players have to guard in their first couple rounds, right? It all depends on, like, are they going to be worn out? Like, it could be an easy first game, but his matchup averages 33. Now he's being pushed to the limits, and he's kind of tired for round 2, right? So it all depends on stuff like that too.
So as long as we got Rudy Gobert, we got a chance. Let me tell you that.
4-time defensive player of the year.
As long as we got that Frenchman back there holding down the fort, got a chance.
Hey, I'm liking Rudy now
just
because it's
saying.
single Rudy.
Man,
Yeah,
it's different.
Remember, he left the team for the chick. He left the chick for the team now.
Man,
He
yeah,
had
it's
to
wee wee.
refocus.
It's wee wee. He might get defensive
Maybe
player of the
drop a
year.
ball false.
He might get defensive player of the year this year. You know what I'm
Drop a ball
saying? Yeah.
He had to refocus.
But nah, man,
Gobert.
long as you have Anthony Edwards, you have a chance. I think Minnesota, they're top 10 in offense and defense.
They are. I think one of the 5
right.
teams that are top 10 in
Yeah, they're
offensive
top
defense.
10.
Defensive
McDaniels, Nas Reed coming off the bench, being a great scorer. They kind of lack a little bit of scoring on the bench, but I think as long as you got, like I said, Anthony Edwards and their defensive presence, they'll be all right. They'll be fine.
Well, I mean, I'm a double down on the fact that, being top 10 defense is one thing, overcoming a 19-point deficit against a good team like the Spurs, who's been struggling against good defensive teams, finding identity. I think the main thing and the glaring thing about this game particularly was Julius Randle taking the initiative to guard Wemby and shut him out for that last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think before you didn't see that, him taking it personal. Anthony Edwards has always been the guy that's tried to figure out how the game is going to move for him. But now it's like, he's like, look, first 3 quarters, let's do whatever we need to do to keep the game close. Fourth quarter, give me that bitch. Let me get that motherfucker. Let me do what I do in the fourth. And I think this is the first year he's really feeling like that. And I think getting his game to a point where he's respecting the midi, he was respecting the post up, he's respecting the half spin, he's respecting a lot of the shit that we see the great two guards do. And he's embracing it. And I think if you can get DiVincenzo and Bones Highland to tap in, Nas Reed to up his production, keep Rudy doing what he's doing. He can get back there.
To answer your question, Joe, yes, I think they have what it takes to get back to the Western Conference Finals. They, to Gil's point, depends on matchups. If they stay at 4, see who finish 5 or 5, whatever their matchup is in the first round, I think will tell us more then. But yeah, I think Anthony Edwards is coming into his own even more, completing his game, not just being a 3-point shooter and at the rim. He's doing a lot more. Who's guarding? Who you say
Wemby.
took on the challenge to guard Wemby?
So Rudy Gobert, I think, picked up a tech and a foul. Wemby hit 4 free throws. Mike Nori, Chris Finch wasn't feeling well. I'm just breaking it down for you.
I don't need all
Julius
of that.
Randle Put Julius Randle on the Wemby. I give you context.
I don't need all the context.
This is grade A hosting.
I don't know why. I
Can't
don't
get
need
this
all the
hosting
context.
anywhere.
I would never in my life put Rudy Gobert on Wemby.
No, he was cooking him since he was 16 years old.
Exactly.
We know this. What is he? I don't even know where he's getting at.
Yeah.
We know what he's. Don't bring this big old flat-foot nigga out here on me.
All of those things. Yes.
What?
But as the 4-time defensive player of the year,
He is a 4-time defensive player of the year.
wouldn't you? I would expect or hope that I would want to take that challenge.
Where does hope work, my nigga?
We
Tell me where hope works.
I know where she worked. They
I
closed
think
it
Randolph
down.
Gardner was better though because it was more physical. And as you saw, he was like,
And he low to the ground. He moving his feet.
he was more like it was a tougher shot.
I know that.
It was between the
Rudy,
freshmen.
as
He
the
gonna be-
4-time defensive player of the year, taking the challenge is what I'm saying.
No, he takes the challenge,
No,
but he
I've
works.
been seeing
He
this
works the
since-
same place Hope works. Because when Wemby out there, he's shaking ass.
Yeah, I've been seeing it since.
And Coach overrode that shit so quick. He said, "Listen, Rudy. I understand.
His confidence gets sky high against you, man.
I understand.
I saw the YouTube clip.
We seen the shit. You need to sit
That's
this one
15.
out. You gonna sit this one out? We're gonna let him do
And
it.
that's sad.
He would have hit a step back game.
But like if you, no matter what someone's resume is, if you have the confidence over there, there's nothing that person can do. They see lunch meat, and you can be all defensive world.
As soon as you seen him walk over there to your face.
Oh,
Yeah.
get him.
Give me the ball. Give it to me.
It just yeah.
Wemby was 0 for 4 in the fourth quarter. Just throwing that out there.
Got no
Didn't
love
have the
for
free
Rudy
throws.
He only got 4 shots?
And the Minnesota
0 for 4.
Timberwolves.
He only got 4 shots in the fourth.
Yeah, did hit 4
the
free
whole
throws.
fourth?
That's the problem.
Fourth quarter, I think
Spurs
he played 8
game.
One of them was
Some other
the
stuff
at the
lately.
end.
Yeah.
Julius Randle.
that's-
I
locked
think
in.
all that physical, they getting a little fatigued.
Wasn't in no rhythm. So
Yeah, they keep subbing. They still got him on that minutes restriction
Oh, they-
shit in the fourth.
yeah,
Yeah.
still-
So he wasn't in the game with 3 minutes left, and then they subbed him in with 2 minutes left.
then got
So they was just
Started for the
fucked
4th
him up.
time since coming back from the injury. The Timberwolves or the Spurs in with their own issues. We're gonna touch on them tomorrow.
So is it safe to say that Rudy Gobert can't guard 5s?
No, it's not.
He's just good at help
He's a
side
4-time defensive player.
defense.
of
He's
the
just good at help
year
side
for a
defense,
reason.
right? That's a
He's a help. He's more of a help side defender.
He's
than
a help
on-bar.
side defensive player
Shot
of the year.
blocker.
No,
Eraser.
no,
Yeah.
that's
Cool.
not true. That's not true. It's only a couple guys got his
Right.
number in the league.
Who's that?
Every five.
Joker being one, and
said 5.
Embiid maybe 2. Everybody
and
else
Wemby,
ain't.
yeah. And
Wemby is not a 5. He's not a 5. He's a 2 guard and a 7'4" body.
Any 5 man that can score, you gotta slip him.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but
Gilbert got hands and paws on everybody else. Y'all get that shit up out of here. Turn that bitch
help
the other
side.
way.
He's a great help side defender. That's what
side.
his specialty is.
Okay.
He's a great help side defender.
Because I'm hard on him.
Yeah. Nah, he's
Well, he's a 4-time defensive player of the year, so I think that comes with certain expectations.
4 times.
4
Damn.
4 times.
1, 2, 3.
4.
4.
It's about to be 5th.
like Ben Wallace. Like Ben Wallace on ball defense, 75.
Subpar.
Off ball,
99. 99.
helps 99.
Yeah.
Passing like 99. Like it was just because he didn't have that strong frame for that era back then where they were. So it was.
He wasn't tall enough.
Yeah, he wasn't tall enough. So they doing the hook, but off the
yeah.
ball,
Jump
help side, he cleaned everything up.
Jump hooking the shit out of
Oh,
him.
yeah. You can't jump hook.
Hey, I'm jump hooking the shit out of Ben Wallace to death.
So let's give
shoot over
Anthony
and all
Edwards
that.
a little love. Ant-Man, one of our favorite players here in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Putting together another impressive campaign this season, averaging a career high 29 points along with 5 rebounds, 4 assists on 50, 41, 79 splits. His field goal and 3-point percentage are also career highs. So after the win over the Spurs, Wolves fans showered him with MVP chants. As it stands, Ant-Man currently 8th in the Kia MVP ladder, which updates weekly throughout the season. Does Ant-Man deserve more love in the MVP discussion, Gil?
Yeah, of course. Right. He plays both sides of the floor. He's getting better. I mean, it's one of those things. It's more of his team's record than it is him, right? So the year his team is 1 or 2, right? They're gonna be pushing his name very hard for the MVP but right now, let's just be honest. The 1, 2, I mean, obviously Joker's out. They're doing different things, right? So, Ant is gonna have to come out and just really show the world what he has inside that tank, which we know is a lot. This is when there's no taking 3 quarters, then coming in the 4th. As soon as the game starts, he's on demon time. Because like we've seen him on the defense, he's literally a lockdown defender. So, he's getting higher and higher in that chant, and next year, the year after, he's going to be in that 1, 2, 3 race.
What's the top 8?
So I will read the top 8 for you, Shaq, because I knew that you were going to ask. Currently, it is Joker, SGA, Jaylen Brown, Luka, Wemby. Cade is in 6th, Jalen Brunson 7th, Anthony Edwards 8th.
So that shit is so crazy because I'm looking at the top 8 teams. Top 4 in the East, top 4 in the West. Joker being 3rd, record-wise. You said 2 was who? Luka?
SGA.
SGA, number 1. He's 2nd. Who was 3?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, 3rd in the East.
Well, they got Jaylen Brown up there?
Luka.
Yeah, he better be.
We don't even talk about the bosses.
Man.
What are you talking about?
We have been talking about the Boston
We have been
stuff,
talking. I don't know what.
I said the word they.
but now that you're back, we will not.
I didn't say y'all. They.
We are that.
Well, we are they. We the number 1 sports show.
If I'm here, I'm
So I don't
saying
care.
y'all.
I don't care who talking
I didn't
after
say
us.
y'all. I said they.
So Luka's 5th.
Luka's 4th, Wemby 5th,
So Luka's 4th, and they 5th in the West.
Cade Cunningham 6th, obviously Pistons running the East.
And they
They're
running
number
the
1.
East.
I don't know why he's
Jalen Brunson 7th.
Brunson 7, they number 2. So, I mean, based on what you're saying, Gil, and you talk about record, Anthony Edwards does deserve a lot more, especially playing both sides of the ball like Jaylen Brown, and Jalen's 3rd. Ant's been doing this every single year.
That's fine, but the other one got the Finals MVP.
100%, and he's a champion, and he's already made it, and he he's solidified. I think the record has to change. If that is the case, if the record thing actually plays a part, it don't make no sense because Luka's 5th with the Lakers right now. Wemby's number 2 with the Spurs right now. SGA's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
K's number 1.
He's number 1. He should be
Right.
top.
It should be top 3. It should go into a certain level where it makes sense. Where, all right, K number 1, SGA number 1. You got Brunson number 2 with the Knicks. He been balling every year.
Wait, so he's not even top 10?
Who?
Where's Brunson?
7.
Ant-Man is what?
8.
8.
And Brunson is what?
7.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And you talk about record is Timberwolves is 4th. Knicks are 2nd.
I think
But
8.
no, Knicks is second in the East, but record-wise, Timberwolves is in front of
Same.
them.
It's the same.
I think Timberwolves got one more win.
One more win. Yep, 26. So if you talk about the wins,
K should
it
be higher.
would make sense too.
K should be higher though.
No, for sure.
Yeah, Timberwolves are above the Knicks right now. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th best record in the National Basketball.
You know, and it still got to, you know.
Still early.
You know, it's like, what is your lasting moment of somebody? So he's just going to have some of those games where he's standing out.
Yeah.
Right? You know, that 55. And it has to be some of those just really dunking on somebody, making them fall, like stuff like that, where people are, oh, then you get to look at the numbers.
And team wins.
If he even comes out and say, I should be in the MVP talk with my numbers, that right there makes everybody go like, oh.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, that's what Jalen Brown.
But you can't. Yeah, but you can't put him above SGA. You can't put him above
No,
Shea. You can't
not
put
right
him above
Above Joker.
Joker. Even Jalen Brown. I think K right now at best 5th.
And where's Wemby?
At best 5th.
I don't think Wemby should be
Well, I
that
don't even know
high.
why Wemby's.
Wemby's
Women shouldn't be in the conversation.
Wemby and Joker should bounce out, obviously, as the weeks go on.
Joker
No.
should
Joker
still-
should still
no,
be in
Nikola just.
Gets out of respect. Gets out of respect.
Wemby started off with an
exempt.
MVP type.
He's
Yes, he
exempt.
did. Yes,
Nicola's
he did.
exempt.
But
His
it
numbers
died
are
down.
Because he got hurt.
Yeah.
So Wemby's 5th right now.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, he should be 5th.
He should be 8th.
Yeah, he should be.
If he's in the top 10,
He
should
ain't
be-
even in the top
saying,
5
if
on his team besides the last
If he
4 games.
is, he should be closer to 10 than he is.
For sure.
1.
I agree.
Sacre Blue.
He should win 6 man.
22 points per game in 24 minutes.
Right now, K.
No. Those, look, his numbers are very
With
good.
Nikola being out, K should be top 3 right now with Nikola being out.
Jalen
right?
Brunson is really holding
Nikola got
the
to
fort
ask you
down.
about his. But
No, Jalen Brunson.
What?
He's holding the fort down.
So we got some.
No thumbs included. You know what I'm saying?
Jalen Brown is.
No thumbs in the tutor doodle. So we have. Let me count. That's not 1.
Tickle your little belly over there, did it?
So six of the top 10, I believe, in the key MVP are American Hoopers. Mr. B, you have some interesting things to say about the state of the league. You said 5 Europeans, obviously SGA is from Canada, but an international player. But
I mean, whatever.
top
You
5
need
right
a
now.
passport to get over.
The 5, but let's shift over to the youth side of things. So, state of American hoops at the youth level has been a constant subject of debate, filled with some criticism. So, Steve Nash, who is Canadian, recently shared his thoughts on the biggest issues with grassroots basketball development in the USA. Let's take a listen.
This is about structure. It's pay to play. It's pay to play in the States. Capitalism is wonderful. It's not great for player development. In Europe, to play, it's free. You go to your local club. It's subsidized more or less mostly by that community. So there's no hidden motives. There's no, we got a winner, the kid's leaving to the next club. Everyone's here for the long term to develop more or less. And so I think what you get is coaches. There's thousands of amazing coaches in the United States. It's not like there's only coaches in Europe. There's amazing coaches here, but they have a structure over there where you stick with your coaches more or less generally, and you learn to play the game the right way under the right pretenses. Here it's just been totally commercialized, and it makes it really hard for coaches to get their hands on a program or a kid and say, we are going to develop you the right way as a group to play skill basketball, team basketball, and play a variety of ways. Over here, it's very much like Swin said, get in your bag, learn the skills. Some skills coach is going to charge you by the hour at the park, whatever it is. I mean, it's gotten out of hand. Unfortunately, I don't want to take any money out of anyone's pockets, but it makes the structure really difficult to teach kids to play the long game.
Steve Nash, go ask you first. Steve Nash, spinning or tripping with his comments on the grassroots basketball development in the United States of America?
What are they trying to say?
That European players are
More developed.
way more fundamentally sound and way more educated of the
Sound
game.
like he's saying "fuck America" if we just keep.
I mean, that's.
but-
And
No,
and
you
they.
know, it's
they-
pay to play. That was
my
the
point.
I just want to know what
what
are they saying, because if you're saying that it's easier to coach a European player because it's a local situation,
No,
that's what they're saying.
not
That-
necessarily. So what he's saying is, right, it's youth sports here is ran by money, right?
Shoe
In
comes.
other
because we got all the talent.
but still, in other places,
Like what?
it's about the sport. That's what he's saying, right? In Canada and Europe, it's about the sport and not the money aspect of it, right?
The potential of the actual prospect.
So
where he
they
gonna go,
concentrate.
who he
So
gonna sign with.
in order for my 7-year-old to play basketball in Canada right now, it's free.
Free.
In order for my 7-year-old to play on the team now, I have to pay. To get him trained and to play, I have to pay. That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
So they work,
get
they
it.
focus and if you don't pay, then your kid can't participate.
Well,
there is built in communities, and the community basically if it's a rec center, the kids can go learn the skill for free at the rec center than having to pay to go to the rec center to learn the skill, is what I gather from.
I know what you're saying now. How many NBA players came from Canada? You don't even.
I know you looked it up already.
No, just don't answer that. So their community of all of Canada has produced how many fucking players? Right? About what, 10, 12 of them? The whole community? We have that community too. It's called Park League basketball.
25 Canadians featured on NBA rosters.
Good ones. So we have Park League where you can go play for free, right?
Yeah.
The problem with us is we're so talented that you got to charge. So you're weeding out all the talent and putting them on these teams. We do have sorry players that's part of the community. We can build our team and they can learn all this little structure, but are they good? Because we can say whatever the fuck we want to say.
You good, man?
The last time I checked, these countries are producing 1 to 2 players that's making it to this NBA. No matter what you say, where Luka's from, how many of them are here?
Slovenia.
Luka. Where Giannis is from, how many of them are here?
Greco-Nigeria.
So I don't give a fuck what your system is over there if it's producing one who plays like an American. Running niggas over, stronger than everybody, jumping through the lane. Huh? He doing the same shit we doing over here. He's just 6'11". So I'm trying to figure out what we talking about in reality. What are we talking about? We want to change our whole system to do what someone does that's bringing 1 to 2 people over here every 3 decades. All right.
Hey, Suge couldn't wait for you to come back. He ain't cheered this much. He ain't cheered this much in a while.
He wore a good spot today.
He did none of that in a while.
I get what you're saying, right? And I get what Steve Nash is saying, because nowadays, so I said on this couch before, like, basketball now has become it's tennis and golf, basically. You have to pay to play right now. Basketball has become expensive for average people that don't know what you're saying, right? We grew up playing on the fucking park for free. We grew up, how many of you got 7 people? We gonna play 3-on-3 and you got next. That's how we got better. We didn't rely on trainers and getting charged $100 an hour for a skill set. We didn't do that. It goes both ways. You can get that and not be successful, and get it in and still. So it goes both ways, right? So I asked Josiah, like, before the show, like, somebody teaching my 7-year-old how to play help side defense, and I'm like, why? At 7, like, and I was in the shower this morning. And I thought about, like, I'm not fucking paying nobody to teach my son how to play help side defense.
I'm not paying nobody to play defense.
Like, no, but just why are you teaching the 7-year-old like he gonna remember that shit when he leaves? I'm saying, like he's gonna remember that when he leaves. So, like, hey, my son wearing number 30. I'm Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Hey, my son told me I'm Steph Curry. All right, so
yes, buckets do get the loudest applause in the youth league games for those who know. Block shots do nobody cares still.
I get both points, but if it,
But I just don't think about pay to play. But I think when you have
it's too much.
But what's happened now, I see it in baseball, I see it in basketball at the youth level. There's teams where if you're good enough, you do not pay to play.
Oh,
but the kids who are not good enough to make those things have to pay to play.
So I'm gonna let y'all go. So my AAU team, right? It was 3 different teams, right? And the guy that I paid for put all the good guys on one team, on the next team, and all the kids that was funding the fucking program played on the last team, and they was getting drugged every tournament. And so, right? It's that. They stacked the deck, and they put all these guys on one team, and other guys are funding and all that. It's a sad case. It is. But that's the nature of the business, right? It's
That's how somebody got to pay for the jerseys, Kenyon.
It's just like listen, we act like sports is the only problem in America that motherfucking healthcare is free in other places.
It is.
Motherfucking so sports ain't the only fucking thing that we got to pay for in this bitch. So
if your son want to be Steph Curry, give me that check. I'll teach him how to be Steph. That's what we do. I'll teach you how to be Steph, and that's our problem. Everybody want to be NBA players.
Yeah.
Yo, I think he's spitting facts. I just think off the fact that the way AAU has came is way more just playing tournaments. I think that's why a lot of our American players are hurt once they get to the league and to the next level. Just the fundamentals, and everything is about money. You got players now that just plays tournaments all weekend and never even practice or don't even know how to practice because everything's about getting to the money. In Europe, I was able to be over there at 18 years old, and I was playing against guys that were 14, 15 years old that was already playing professionally. And it was going through every day practicing and getting to the next level. And I think the American system right now, as far as AAU, it needs to change because as we're looking at it right now, the 5 best players in the NBA, and that will be the best players in the NBA for a long time, are all international players. So if you don't think that that's a sign of changing and that you guys need to change the development, you got to be fucking kidding yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yeah,
you
you
said
can.
those people you play with, right? They was 14, 15 playing pro, and they said they want to get to the next level.
No, I'm saying they were already playing professionally.
Did they?
Yeah, they played for their professional team.
No, did they get drafted here?
No, they play professionally.
Because they don't have high school basketball, so that's all professional. Did they get
I mean, they got their.
Did they
played
get
for
to
their,
the big
their
league?
They played for their. They played for their professional team.
You said when you got there 18.
I saw 14 and 15-year-olds playing professional
Where are they
basketball.
now?
Still over there playing. On their national teams.
Brandon, don't take the bait.
I'm not taking the bait. They're still professional basketball players.
Because they don't have high school
When we go
and college.
over there to play,
They don't have high school and college basketball.
Okay, who wants to fuck high school and college? High school and college just ain't shit. That ain't nothing. If I could play professionally at 14, 15, the hell high school and college mean? Nothing. I'm a professional. Ricky Rubio was a professional at 15 years old.
Ricky Rubio.
Playing basketball.
You know what's crazy?
He was 14 years old in the Olympics in 2008. That's a fact.
I love. Hey, dog, you touched something very well. They are professionals at 14 and 15 years old, right? So when the USA 15, 16, and 17-year-old go and play for the gold,
they're not playing against those players.
they are.
No, they're playing against.
Because I know who
the 14 and 15. They're playing against
the Phoebas.
Yeah, they're playing.
No,
Yes.
playing in the
You've been over there.
I know who's winning. I know who's winning the gold in 15, 16, and 17.
I have a whole
Ain't lost yet.
Because they play 18. Because they play 18 and under against 18
Let
and
me know
under.
when I'm ready. I'm ready when
So let's shift over to Shash Radamas, who has pulled out the book. Which chapter are we on right now? Do not have the almanac today.
No, I left it in the car.
Okay.
No predictions.
Take it
today.
back to the future.
Chapter 18.
Okay.
Book of Fundamentals.
The book of fundamentals.
Fundamentals. I think what Steve Nash is talking about is the fundamentals of the game. We talk about what the game entails when you talk about building a player from skill sets. And when you have to play to get a trainer, well, you have to pay to play, pay to get a trainer, pay to do all the things in which we have looked at the game today as being a big discrepancy of our talent. Because we got guys who never reached the highest level training kids who want to reach the highest level. And they're getting paid handsomely to pretend like I'm going to make you into Steph Curry. I'm going to let you shoot from back here and say, yeah, that's it. Air ball after air ball after air ball. How many Steph Currys do we have in the NBA? One. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got one. One Steph Curry. And we got a 2.0 in Trae Young. Right? Okay. So here's a nice little tweet that I read from somebody who played in the league. He said, so no one's going to admit the NBA is in a weird place. The league is pickup ball now. What happened to trying to exploit teams' weaknesses and making chess moves? What happened to game plans and watching games this season? Like it feels like it's just in a very weird place.
So he played in the 2000s with us. Okay.
This is Jay Crowder.
Who?
So yeah, Jay Crowder.
Oh.
Shout out Jay Crowder.
So Jay is upset and he feels a certain type of way about the game because we have went away from the fundamentals and the essence of what the game entails. What Steve Nash is talking about over there in Europe, because I played over there for a lot, because I wasn't allowed to play over here. So I got to watch and do camps. I got to do camps and shit. I got to actually see where the grassroots started. What was they doing? How was they teaching their kids? Especially in China. They actually spend majority of their fucking kids' days hammering down fundamentals. And it's not to make them professional NBA players. It's not for NBA players. What he's talking about
Oh my
is
God.
what is the one thing
We're not gonna let you finish. No, we're not gonna.
What is the one thing
we're not gonna let you finish that?
What is the one thing we can't
we're not gonna let you finish
We
that.
don't see fundamentals.
We're not gonna. I don't give
All
a fuck
we see
how much fundamentals
is
China's
niggas
doing.
chucking up
What
shots.
are they?
Chucking up
What
shots.
are they?
Chucking up shots.
God damn.
Why is
China?
Selling motherfucking noodles with all that goddamn fundamentals.
Because they can't
selling
jump.
fucking noodles.
They
That's
can't
what they
jump
doing.
high. Because they can't jump
Goddamn.
high.
Where's the basketball player? All the
Where's the
goddamn
basketball?
free fundamentals.
Where
are the basketball players?
They over there. Hey, what are they doing? They pushing the USA to the limit.
Crazy.
They pushing the USA to the limit.
Shout out Young
South
Hanson.
Sudan. They pushing South Sudan pushing the USA to the limit with the Avengers. How? French. The Frenchmans pushing the motherfucking Avengers to the limit. They ain't got a Thanos on their goddamn team. They ain't got a bunch of motherfuckers. They out here. Why are all 5 of the motherfucking Euros leading the MVP vote and why they the best? Why? They know how to play basketball, not pick up. They don't go out there in the All-Star game and go out there and dominate because they're like, we supposed to be passing and moving. What happened to basketball? We're being taught basketball. We're not being taught freelance, freestyle ball.
No.
And that's the difference. That's what he's talking about.
No, you know what the difference is? Hold on, you know what the difference is?
Period.
Right? So it's
Chapter 18.
No, it's called athleticism, right?
Fundamental.
Huh?
It's called athleticism.
Yeah.
So when we get a certain age and we can touch the rim, right? We trying to dunk.
Yeah.
And ain't too many times when we go into the gym, we gonna try to dunk 100 times.
For an hour.
For an hour. Well, we could have been working on a motherfucking...
And trying to dunk on people. Drop step,
We
all
could
that other shit.
have been working on a drop step. We could have been working on an in and out crawl. We could have been working on a whole lot of shit. But we didn't spend the hour trying to dunk. So...
Can I get to him?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I think we're out of time. I think we're out of time.
Shall we have two and a half solid minutes? We have 1 minute. Gerald D.
Hey, what's up, Skip? Hey, Skip. I think we out of time, Skip.
We got 2.5 good minutes.
So China itself has more registered basketball players than we have humans here in the States.
That's a fact.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if their fundamentals is so damn good and they working on their shit day after day, hour after hour,
Who did we get from over there?
where is it?
We got Young
They
Hanson.
got their own
tallest person.
league.
Young
They
Hanson.
have their own league.
When they got their tallest person.
No. Hey, where's KJ playing right now?
Hey, listen, that's...
And he jumping over the guy.
I don't want to hear that shit. Where is he playing? He's playing in the league where all those Chinese Chinamen are over there fundamentally
No, they-
passing to each other.
The Chinese people.
You know what they doing? Giving K.
Pass
They
and
giving
shoot.
you the ball. Go score.
And when you're importing China, guess what you better be doing? Dunking that motherfucker like you was doing over there in the goddamn States. And if you're not, ship his ass out and give us another one. Because this our shit over here.
You ever seen the 70-year-old league where they don't have no athleticism? They fundamental in the motherfucker, aren't they? Cut, pass, open, cat. Come on, dog. Let's just stop. The 5 best players here from overseas,
Yes.
7'6", 7 foot,
Hey, you
7
get-
foot,
I know, you get a kick out of
6'11".
it. Hey.
What they have that we don't have as bigs here
So let me ask you
is
a question.
they are taught ball handling just like everybody else.
How good was Yao Ming?
So let me get a
How fundamentally sound was Yao Ming?
It's their big
You'll get a
man.
kick out of this one. So did y'all play against Northern Arizona when you was at Arizona? Did y'all play against Northern Arizona?
Yeah, I think so.
All the niggas the same size.
They
They
and cut.
6'3", cutting like a motherfucker.
Like playing against Harvard.
Shout out
Hey,
Ben
that
Howard.
motherfucker backdooring the shit out of that. We played them in the tournament.
Shout out to
They don't do this. They do the same shit. They don't.
European.
They don't do. Yes. Oh yeah.
What the Euro has learned, if you look at the players that are coming here and they're dominating, they're all 6'9" and above.
They different.
And they have the same skill set as a guard. So I can get a Giddy who's 6'9" and say, play point, right? And we build the team around his asset. Jokic, what do? I can pass, I can dribble, I can shoot, I can make plays. Shit, give him the ball. Wemby, what do? I can play guard. Like, you know what I mean? It's the big men that are evolving the game, saying, America, if you want to keep up with us, y'all better stop. In AAU, stop putting the tallest guy as the 5-man. We all guards here.
That's a great point you're making, though, because you're saying that the Euros that are bigger have more fundamentals than the regular average player in America. So we're going to give you the ball so that you can make the fundamental plays that our athletic guys we want them to be athletic.
They don't have
come in and be specialists. But we don't, I'm not going to say we. I'll say the international players overseas don't have the leniency to be athletic and be the guy that you're going to point out and be like, we want him to play this, we want him to do this. You got to be a Luka, you got to be a Joker, you got to be a Giannis, you got to be something that gives a Sangoon and a Giddy, and all of these guys they're fundamentally sound. That's why they're assets. Bayless from Chicago. You got Denny Avia. You got all these kids that are now coming into the league, giving hope to the other international players. Like, if I'm fundamentally sound, I now have a seat on somebody's bench in the NBA. That's all I'm saying. Chapter
80% of the Euros are black.
Shout out to the transatlantic movement of humans. But on that note, got to wrap up. But make sure we got NFL divisional playoffs set right now. So make sure you stick around for an all-new episode of the Arena Gridiron coming up right now. But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
You are now in the arena. Welcome to another episode of Gridiron, presented by Underdog. Woo, woo. So we have such a fun one because we have a special guest. But let me first introduce my boys. We've got one of the most prolific figures in the history of sports media and the man who's never lost a debate, Skip Bayless. Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, and 2-time All-Pro cornerback, Aqib.
Yeah.
All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle, one of the most disruptive D tackles of his generation is Gerald McCoy.
Yeah.
And welcome back after a long Christmas vacation. We've got former Commanders head coach, Super Bowl winning coach with the Bucs, and one of the league's best offensive minds,
Yep.
Gruden.
Thank you. Yeah.
And today we have a very special guest in person with us today. He played 13 seasons in the league, first-team All-Pro cornerback, Pac-Man John.
Damn here, baby.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got to know. Pac-Man,
Skip.
better corner,
Me, Skip.
you or this guy?
Skip.
He was just a bigger corner. His numbers are better. He played on a couple better defense than I played
He
on.
did.
So he asked.
Mano.
Hey, so he
No,
asked.
no, no, no.
He answered your question, Skip. Then
No.
everything he said about me said he was better this, better this, and better.
No.
Hey, he
No,
answered the
just
motherfucking
said
question.
You were always in a better circumstance.
That's because I made the circumstance better.
Oh.
You feel me? Yeah.
My circumstance
It ain't just so
wasn't
happen.
bad.
It ain't just so happened to be. I went to Kansas and we went to the Orange Bowl.
You did.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All right.
What we talking about, Skip?
Well,
Confidently.
Pat was nice though.
he went to West
Pat was
Virginia,
the
and
truth,
you went
though.
to some bowl, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Right?
They weren't even going to bowls when I went there. I changed the whole culture.
Oh,
What was Kansas doing?
boom.
That was when the Big 12 was popping, though.
But what was? Yeah, I know the Big 12 was popping, and Kansas was bottom of the barrel in that bitch.
It was.
Yeah.
And then when I got that shit, we was in
Okay,
the
but wait, who
Yeah,
was faster between the two of them?
That ain't even a question.
That's not a question.
No, that's-
Am I right?
Oh, he's
That's not
quiet
a
now. Leave
That's not a
quiet
question.
now.
He was faster. Man, I don't give a fuck about that. You feel me? I'm 4.44 on the clock though. It ain't like I was slow.
I know, but he was 4.38.
Yeah, he was fast as shit. Pac was fast as shit. And, you know,
Yeah.
he had the
Scoop.
return shit and all that. You know?
He did.
I can scoop.
All right, I also
right.
want to start the show. Gerald, you got involved with the betting yesterday for the first time.
Yeah.
Do you regret that? Because
I
I'm
know.
pretty
I tried to
you
talk
gotta
about the bed.
take Skip and Ernestine and the whole couch. I'm just saying maybe to dinner.
It's all good. Y'all family. I love y'all.
No,
Hey, I tried to talk him off the ledge.
You dodged another bullet.
Yeah,
I
you backed
told
out
you,
of
I
that
wasn't really
bet.
fucking with Pittsburgh.
Hey, man, listen.
No.
A-Rod my favorite player, man. I just,
Really?
you know, whatever.
This is why you can't ride with your
Whatever. I
heart.
just let it,
Okay.
I knew
Right
it
with your
was
head.
gonna win.
Yeah.
Heart.
I just
I know.
wanna-
That's what it was.
I just
That's what it was,
want to
man.
go against Skip. Shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't see
He
my dog.
just
go
wants
out
to
like
take Ernestine to dinner.
that.
He did say that on the
Mama
couch. He
Ernestine.
said, I'm going to take Mama Ernestine. I'm like, okay.
Nah, for real.
You mean to tell me you
I
took?
believe he
You
went
took
with
the Steelers?
Pittsburgh. Though.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, took
Pittsburgh.
But so
come
did
on,
Lee.
bro.
Lee,
I know.
take
I just
Pittsburgh
wanted.
too.
Did I bet?
No.
Did I bet Kinsey?
No, which
All
I
right,
was proud of
so
you
you
for.
see, I said I don't want to bet on that
You
shit.
still picked him.
I just wanted to
You
go
forgot they
against
haven't won a playoff game in 9 seasons.
I just wanted to
Maybe
go
that
against
slipped
Skip.
your mind.
I just wanted to go against Skip. That's all. You know.
You knew
I
better.
ain't rocking with whoever Skip picking these playoffs. I got the opposite team.
All
I ain't rocking with Skip.
Good. I got the Bills.
Oh.
That's an L.
Yeah.
If we bet on that
You
shit.
say that's an L?
Yeah, that's an L.
Oh, I like you riding with the Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, love
He
that.
ride
We're
with
gonna
defense.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna
defense,
talk
yeah,
about all that
defense.
later.
He know. He ride with BJ. He ride with that defense.
They got more sacks than anybody.
I already love you. This is going to be so fun. Let's talk about what we have on the show. So we'll be diving into what shot the Texans have versus the Patriots this weekend, if Josh Allen will be the difference on Saturday, and the Niners head to Seattle to face Sam Darnold, a man who has never won a playoff game. So, of course, we need to dive into that. So, breaking news, you guys, this morning, Mike Tomlin has stepped down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Damn, Mike
with 2 years left on his contract. So, I don't know if that was he was getting fired, he's stepping down, I don't know. But Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season in his 19 years in Pittsburgh, which is pretty impressive, but he hasn't won a playoff game in 9 years. So, Jay, was it time to move on from Mike Tomlin?
Probably. I think when you lose your last 7 or 8 appearances by 20 points or less,
Or more.
it seems to be about that time. We were at Cincinnati, me and Pac, and Marvin Lewis had that same reputation. He went to like 7 or 8 playoff games, and win one, and finally it was time for him to go. Despite the regular season success, sometimes your message gets stale and you have to make a change. That's the way it is pro football. But kudos to him for lasting 19 years in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Becoming a head coach and only lasted 5 years. I know how difficult it is to maintain a level of success and a standard that is consistently good. And that's what he was. Very, very good. Now, he inherited a hell of a team. I mean, Bill Cowher left him with a Super Bowl winning team, and he was able to take Troy Polamalu and James Harrison and all the who the hell Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
You know, he's able to keep that level at a very high standard. But I think after 19 years, I think it's time for him. I think I could see him going into TV for a year, take a little break, chilling out, hanging out with his family, and maybe getting back into it. Wait for Andy Reid to retire, and then go take over the Kansas City Chiefs, like he did with Cowher and the Steelers. You know what I'm saying, Lee?
I feel that.
I mean, I wouldn't rush if I were Mike Tomlin just to get another job. You know what I mean? I would wait, pick my spot, make sure I want to continue to do it, and then go from there.
Wow, that's okay. We'll wait on that, but go, Lee.
I think it was time for him to step down. 19 years, one chip. You said it, man. Shit gets stale, man. And you as a person, you feel like you failing. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I keep going to the playoffs. I keep on losing. You just start to feel like you failing. So, hey, sit back, decompress. Hey, even do TV or not do TV, a fucking job too now. You make it seem like TV just a walk in the park. It's a fucking job. You got to study it, man. Just decompress all the way. Pockets ain't hurting at all.
Yeah.
Decompress all the way. Take a year or two off. And like you said, find somebody who got a good core that you could come in and just be a general there. You know what I'm saying? With good coordinators. I think it definitely was time, though, man. Yeah, you don't want to keep failing. And at some point, you gotta pull the plug.
Yeah, when you think about it, there was a point where he still had a top 5 quarterback in Big Ben. He had the best running back in football and the best wide receiver in football. And you would say, most people would say, if you have that with a defense like he had, if you look at what was going on, a lot of people say he kind of underachieved with the rosters he had in that span. And a lot of that was on what he coached, which was defense. Yeah. So if that's continuing, and now we've gotten to this point, you just need to change the scenery. Everybody, like them, him, and, a breath of fresh air, get away from the game. Because like Lee said, it's a lot that goes into this game. Just as a player, but as coaches, game planning, we get to the end of the week and we are still focused on this game. The coaches, they done already, all right, now we got to start prepping for it's just a lot that go into it. So being in locker rooms and hearing coaches talk, that messages can get stale. And it just seemed like the team wasn't responding. And, just time to step down.
The step down or let down? Step down, man, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a step down. Like, hey, buddy, we're done with this altogether more than he was done with it.
So you think it was the Steelers' choice?
Yeah, I think it was the Steelers' choice. And you speaking of defense, this was the worst defense he done had in his whole run.
And he thought he put it together, too. He thought he had it.
He thought he had it.
Spent money on it, too.
Yeah, what I'm saying. He thought he had that shit cracking, and he didn't. But I think it was a little bit of both, though. They probably, had a nice little meeting and was like, hey, what you think about doing? Like, what you think, Mike T? You feel me? He probably was like, kind of felt the vibes and was like, man, I'll just step away and just, let that be the narrative more than I got fired. You know what I'm saying? We let you control your own narrative. You want to put it out there, you step down. Hey, man.
Yeah, the one thing I know about Mike Tomlin, I worked with him for 3 years in Tampa. He has unbelievable energy, day in and day out. And I think he probably felt like he was a little bit beat down. You know what I mean? If that energy that he possesses, that is infectious amongst your team, if he feels like he's losing a little bit of that, then take a year off.
Yeah.
Regroup.
Crazy. The era is changing. Like Harbaugh, now Mike T.
Yep.
And these are arguably two of the best coaches that's done coached in the last 20 years.
They era for sure.
Yeah. So I have really mixed emotions about this. I've said 1,000 times on television, if I could have played the game you guys played at the highest level, I would have wanted to have played for this man. And I don't know him except from television, but every time I watch him on television, pre-game, post-game, in-game, he just excites me. I want to play. And it's a rare quality that he had to inspire men to play a kid's game. And to Kinsey's point, he just never had a losing season. So that's pretty great, man. That's to go 19 and you never have a bad one. So I give him that. But then, as you always say, it's just, what have you done for me lately? Well, nothing. The truth is nothing.
Yeah, right.
And it's, you can do 9 or 10, but I'm going to call it 10 years since he won a playoff game. 10 years. And he's lost 7 straight, as Jay pointed out, by in games that they trailed at least by 21. What? Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculously wrong, right? And then to your point about the defense, it's the highest paid defense in pro football this year, and you finish 26th in yards allowed. That's just wrong, because you and I kept looking at it on paper, and I'd say him and him and him and him and him.
Mm-hmm. That's how we felt every week. We're like, oh, it's going to start up.
Oh,
it's
come on.
Connect.
Come on. Go. Like take off. And you thought a couple times they were taking off, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought they'd first take off on defense, and the only place they really took off was Aaron got a little hot against Baltimore twice. And yet, look at Baltimore. They fired their coach. And their coach and their quarterback, they weren't coexisting very well. And their coach and their play caller, their quarterback and play caller, they weren't coexisting. So they had internal issues that they're going to try to resolve now. Well, you took advantage of that, and yet it came down to some rookie kicker named Loop going loopy, missing a field goal, or you're gone.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you, in the end, how do you defend it? You can't. And I'm with Pac on this. I just think they had a late night meeting and they said, hey, let's just sort of mutually agree to part ways here. Let's just go our separate ways. You need a change of scenery. We need a change of direction. Let's just try something new. And it's no reflection on him, because he did that. You point out, he pulled that off for 19 years. Mm-hmm. So I hate it. It's like he died, but he didn't die. He's just going to.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How many other coaches would have lasted more than 4 years after losing by 20 points?
They wouldn't.
In the first round of the playoffs.
They just wouldn't.
Would he have lasted at Dallas? Would Jerry Jones have kept him after 3 years of doing that?
The outrage, the outcry would have just gotten you. But he had built such respect.
Yeah, it was already built when he got there.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing devil's advocate, that was built. Bill Cowher built that sucker. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He maintained
he had I put it on his back for 8
When Big Ben left, things went to hell. They couldn't find a replacement for him, and that happens a lot. And he still performed well. They went to the playoffs, won a couple division titles, but early exit every year. Yeah. They could never find that replacement for Big Ben.
But he had this whole Steelers football moniker, and it's I don't know about that, because y'all used to air people out. When did we get this? Oh, we just tough defense. We just gonna run the ball and keep the game close. Nah, man. AB was lighting people up. They was putting buckets up.
And so they have AB, and they couldn't find a quarterback.
I'm just saying, that's not.
That was their only choice.
We just all of a sudden developed. I think it was a way to this is kind of how we do it. No, y'all was lighting people up on offense too. So, and if you look at the leagues, even with just across the leagues period, look at what's happening with the NBA. Everything's getting younger. There's new energy. Ben Johnson coming in, and all the new energy you need. It's just it's a changing of the guard. And if you look across the league, Harbaugh gone, he gone. Just said Andy Reid, we seen what just happened to him. He's right on that edge, and now we got this newfound Pete Carroll. It's just a new energy in the league right now.
All right.
Everything's evolving.
So on November 30th, in that stadium that they were in last night, the Pittsburgh Steelers fans chanted, "Fire Tomlin, fire Tomlin, fire Tomlin." And I was like, God, it's come to this for this man? It's just like beneath him. And then he was completely out of character. Then they started winning a couple of games. And after the game, he's beating his chest and going, "Kiss my ass," right?
Yeah,
Kiss my ass.
People are like, that's crazy
like,
after a walk-off field goal.
Right. Aren't you better than that? I just think there's a part of him that just says, okay, next, let's just try something else then. Let's go show the world I can go do this. He's not a young man. He's 53. Harbaugh's 63.
Yeah.
But do you think he has another gig in him? I do.
I think he was kind of fed up though, because you can see it. Him and Aaron Rodgers are pretty close. As you can see.
Yeah.
And the first thing Aaron Rodgers said after the press conference when they win the game, you got blah 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 saying fire. Like this is a way for me basically to tell y'all through the coaches. But I want to say that y'all can kiss his ass. So. It seemed like he was fed up.
I was like that after 5 years. Tomlin made it 19.
But you guys are saying he should take some time off. But as I know from you guys, football is an addiction. You can't just like be like, oh, I'm going to take a year off and chill at the beach. That's not in you guys. So I don't really see that for Mike Tomlin. Maybe he will. But if he ends up somewhere else, Jay, where do you think is a good landing spot for Tomlin?
I told you, if he takes a year off, I'd wait for Andy Reid to retire. Hopefully he retires. I think he needs to take a team that has an established quarterback, and that's what he wants to do. I don't think at 53 and the success that he's had, he really wants to take a program and start from scratch. You know, the Raiders might seem interesting to him because they do have the #1 overall pick, and if he likes the quarterback, Mendoza from Indiana, they have a big running back. They got Brock Bowers. They have, they have a couple of decent players on their team, maybe there, but. Knowing Coach Tomlin, man, I'm sure he loves football. I could see him going anywhere, but I would recommend to him to take a year off and just
decompress
a little bit, man.
Get that fire back. Because after a year off, you'll be itching to get to a new
But
team.
I do know Coach Tomlin, and he has that energy. Like I said before, he loves football. He's passionate about it. He loves coaching players, and every player that's played for him has great things to say about him. So maybe he won't take a year off, but I would recommend it, Mike.
I think it's a lot, way more places that's better than Pittsburgh. Everything in Pittsburgh sucks. The roads, they got
the road,
dirty city. The wings are bad. So I think he'll be happy going anywhere, leaving Pittsburgh. And people know how I feel about Pittsburgh. That's a whole nother thing. But I like Mike T as a coach.
Why are the wings bad?
Yeah, the wings would just
bad
wings.
Everything bad in Pittsburgh, bro. The strip clubs, everything bad.
Oh, maybe go to Atlanta then. Atlanta's open.
That'd be a good spot.
I think he goes somewhere like that, though. Somewhere who got a nice young core, you know what I'm saying, who just need a general.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Cleveland, you know what I'm saying?
Atlanta got a good defense, too.
Somewhere who they only missing like a quarterback. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all they need is a quarterback. Bring in a general. You bring in a quarterback, one of these free agents, one of these guys, or you ain't really going to get nothing out the draft, but it's a couple free agents, so what they can do right now. It'll be a couple more coming in the next few years. So I would say one of those teams who already got a nice little core, Atlanta, Cleveland, some shit like that.
And I think the year off is beneficial because Jay could attest to this. When you're coaching and you in it nonstop, you don't have a time to sit back and just look at everything. You can only look at so much because we got draft coming up and we got free agency coming up, and then we got to start doing OTAs and prepping for the next season. When you take a year off, you can literally look at all 32. You can look at all the new coaches, the draft, all the new players, and sit back and say, okay, what did I do wrong? What can be fixed? What is the new energy? How can I evolve? What coaches are going to be available if I do come back? You can start literally pinpoint, okay, I want him, that'll work for what I want to do. Okay, this is what they doing now, so let me bring him in. I like this type of player. Okay, that used to work, but now I want to run this scheme. Taking a year off, you can do all that. If you go right back into coaching, you don't have time to do it, especially if you're a new coach. Yeah. Now you got to get familiar with the city. You got to get to know all your new players. You got to get all new. Taking a year off, you can literally take your time and put all this together. So rushing back into it, nah.
Okay, unless there's one job available that has by far the best quarterback available, and it's Lamar. It's just Lamar in Baltimore. I mean, come on, man. If they called Mike T today and said, we want you to come to Baltimore and get even with them.
A division rival?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe Harbaugh go to Pittsburgh.
Okay,
I see that.
Okay, but wait.
OC with
I agree. I thought of this last night. Would they just swap? But unless Aaron's coming back, they got no quarterback in Pittsburgh.
Harbaugh ain't gonna go to anywhere. He want control. He want to be able to say who's on the team.
He want to be the GM manager.
He want to be the GM manager. That ain't happening in Pittsburgh.
No, that's a good point.
I can see Mike T going there though.
Okay,
just to be a real general, somebody who could fuck with Lamar. Lamar gonna fuck with.
That's what I'm saying.
A player type coach.
Lamar would respect. He'd like it, right? Get the right coordinator in there. I don't know. That makes sense to me. Now, technically,
he locked in with Rod too. Bring Ryan, let him do the defense. That's his brother.
But technically, Mike Tomlin is still under control of Pittsburgh because he's got
2 more years.
2 years left on his deal. So they would have to allow that, and I don't know that they would allow that unless they did a trade. They might have to give something back.
I don't know. That feels like a slap in the face. I don't know. In-division rival, I don't like it.
It just depends on if they made him step down or if he stepped down. Now, if y'all told me, hey, look,
you can't.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Hey, man, see y'all. I'm probably gonna go right here across the bridge so I can play y'all 2 times a year.
He can still go to Baltimore. They just take the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think Pittsburgh would have to say yes to that, unless, to your point, he's fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's look at Tomlin's career, though, because I do want to. So, throughout his career, he won a Super Bowl, 2 conference championships, and 7 division titles. So, as a whole, do you guys, Aqib, should Mike Tomlin be considered an all-time great coach?
Nah, he one of the best of his era, for sure. But all-time great, you can't put him in that boat, man. You ain't got 1 chip. Head coaches are y'all stat is chips. Y'all don't run the ball, you don't throw the ball, you don't catch the ball, you don't get picks, you don't block, you don't do shit, you don't tackle. Your only stat is chips. So if your name ain't Chuck Noll, Andy Reid, fucking Bill Belichick, goddamn Joe Gibbs or Bill Walsh, then you're not an all-time great, because them the guys who got 3+ chips. Them the all-time greats. They done did this shit and won chips the most out of any coach ever. So if you ain't got 3 at least, you ain't an all-time great. You could be the best of your era all you want. You know what I'm saying? You just wear that jacket.
Yeah, being the best of your era don't make you all-time great. It's just you in that moment. If they talk about the best that came through in that time, you are in the talks for 1 or 2. You can, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the National Football League. It's extremely difficult to, 1, get there.
Right.
But to be one of the best of your era, the best of the best in this span, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So I don't think there's no shame in not being one of the, in the talks of the greats of the greats. But nah, he not. I agree with Lee. It's just too many letdowns.
Too many chips out
there. Too
there.
many letdowns. Yeah, it's too many times where he's right there and it just ain't happening. So.
Jay?
Yeah, I mean, 19 years, 18 years, whatever it is, that's hard to do in pro football. I mean, it's impressive. But who all are the all-time greats? That's, if we have to, I got to look and see who they are. You're saying you have to have 3 or more? Is Bill Cowher an all-time great? He only won 1.
Hell no, he ain't an all-time great.
Right, I'm
He's one of the best of his era.
I'm trying to put the cat. So if that's the measurement stick for all-time greats, then no, he's not. But anybody who lasts 19 years, wins multiple division titles, wins a Super Bowl, probably, I don't know if you want to coach you there or not, but it's hard to do, man. You guys don't understand how hard it is to last more than 2 years nowadays in this time. But yeah, I do consider him an all-time great. I consider Harbaugh an all-time great as well, just because of the longevity and the consistent production their teams had. Now, their lack of playoff success is a letdown a little bit, but I do consider any coach that lasts more than 10 years in the National Football League.
Coughlin, all-time great. So your all-time great list is like 40 coaches deep.
He just knows how hard the job is. He's like, you made it. You make it through, you great.
John Gruden, all-time great. So all them guys. So your all-time great list is like at least like 27 coaches.
19 years as a head coach.
19 years in one spot, that's a long time.
And he's going to get another. He's going to get another 5 or 6 years.
He only won Coach of the Year once.
So that's like saying a player. If a player played 20 years, he an all-time great.
Yeah.
Well,
if a player played 20 years in the NFL, he gonna be on my great list.
Yeah.
Well, that's a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady.
So Bill Cowher's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
Tony Dungy's in the Hall of Fame, correct?
Yeah.
And they only got one.
Only got one
chip.
Yep.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
Also, how I've been seeing it, for the Hall of Fame, you got to be, like as a player, you got to be great and at the top of the league for this 10-year span.
They never had a losing
season. If that's what we're looking at and that gets you there, then
they never had a losing
season. I think it's based off the criteria how you're looking at it.
Not one time.
Not one time.
Not a losing season.
It's hard to win in this
It's difficult.
league.
It's difficult. I mean, but when we start talking about the upper echelon and where we're ranking him,
lowering the bar. We don't play to not have a losing season. Is it a trophy for not having a losing season? Where the trophy for that shit at?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Or at least we need some
another
playoff
non-losing season.
Sean Payton, all-time great.
How many chips he got?
One.
No.
No. No.
Skip, how you feeling?
Not rocket science.
He's one of the best in his era, Sean Payton.
He another one. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with being.
How many chips you got to get as a player to be an all-time great? Does that matter?
Yeah.
That doesn't even matter.
Well, there's other stuff you can get.
No matter what position you play.
But there's other stuff you can get. MVPs
Yeah,
and all. Like Aaron Rodgers got 4 MVPs and 1 ring. He's an all-time great.
It's other awards you can get as a player. As a coach,
man. I'm just asking.
You got
Don't
one
get angry.
award.
Don't get angry at me,
Well, you can
Pac-Man.
win Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
You got a couple awards.
I'm saying it's the same thing as if you haven't had a losing season to me. Like, if you ain't had a losing season over 19 years, they're like people talk about LeBron. LeBron 40-some years old still fucking playing.
Right.
Have he been the best player the last couple of years? No. But he still is.
Dan Marino, an all-time great.
Dan Marino?
Damn.
He a Hall of Fame quarterback, but my
He has a lot
all-time
of-
great can't be 20 guys long. Like, that's just too long of a list. You feel me? We gotta.
All time is a long time now.
Exactly. So we got.
That's a long time. All time is a
narrow
long
it
time.
down now.
Aqib, I'm with your conclusion on this, but I ask you, is it possible to be an all-time great regular season head coach? Just regular season, because that's what he's been.
I know Aqib's going to
Yeah.
say no. He's all
Okay.
about playoff wins.
Okay, I got it. But
we only do the regular season to do the playoffs.
I understand, but think
It's like
about
this. That's like the Saturday part of the tournament, then the
Here-
Sunday part of the tournament is the
All
playoffs.
right, think about this. Here's this man's regular season record in 19 years. 193, 114, and 2. That's 63% winning. It's just hard to do for that LeBron-like longevity, right?
He's only like one
Okay.
of how many coaches won 200 games or more?
Okay.
How many? How many coaches have won 200 or more games?
Okay, but it's just longevity record. It's
Google
just who lasts 19 years in one place except Tom Landry, right? Okay.
How about what? How about
Well,
what? 190?
Longevity is part of it. That's why I consider him an all-time great.
Okay, but
13 NFL coaches.
okay.
13.
All right, think about this.
Not that many.
So
That list
Mike
is narrowed down
won a
there,
Super
Aqib.
Bowl 17 years ago. He won a Super Bowl, and it went to the last throw of the game, Roethlisberger to Santonio Holmes. Remember that?
Toe tap.
Okay, toe tap. And that made it 27-23, and they overcame the Arizona Cardinals. And then he went back 2 years later, so this is 15 years ago, and Aaron smoked him. And Aaron had his best day ever, and he threw for 3 touchdowns and no picks. And they lost 31-25. So it's 17 years ago and 15 years ago, Super Bowls. If I take those 2 runs to the Super Bowl, he was 5-1 in those 2 postseasons, okay? If I eliminate the 5-1 from his coaching record, his playoff coaching record, he's 3-11 in the postseason. Well, that's pretty awful. You can say, well, he got there, but think about this. He now has coached 19 seasons, and in 15 of those 19, he either missed the playoffs or lost the first playoff game. Well, you could say, hey, it's just hard to get to the playoffs, right? Okay?
Yeah.
All right?
It is.
I got it, but again, the overall of it, the overall impact of it is not all-time great. It's not like Belichick or Walsh or Joe Gibbs or
Like, what are we saying about those guys? What is Bill Belichick?
He did get a
if
college
Mike T an
one, too.
all-time great. If Mike T an all-time great,
Bill Belichick,
what the fuck
a
is
god.
Bill?
He's a god.
Like, what the fuck is Andy Reid? If Mike T an all-time great, what is Andy Reid?
Well, they over here.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
They're on a different
we got to
plane.
create a whole new category for them then.
That is
If
true.
we call it
They're
all-time.
over here.
Then we
Yeah,
got
they're
all
over
the
here.
coaches who got 2 chips. Y'all are all-time greats, and these guys are.
So you only got
But
like
that ain't
3
too
all-time
many to
greats.
do.
You got who you
Yeah,
got?
Andy
You got Bill Belichick. You got Bill Walsh and Vince Lombardi. Is that your 3? Tom Landry. That's your 4 guys. Top 4. That's it. Everybody else is just
Joe Gibbs,
shitty.
Chuck Noll,
Everybody else
Bill
is just
Belichick, Andy Reid. If you,
trash.
There's
Everybody
a
else is
top
trash.
10.
Vince
I
You ain't
would
Lombardi.
trash.
give
I
it
ain't
a
say
top
you
10.
trash.
No, Vince
You a
Lombardi.
great coach.
Vince
You a Hall of
Lombardi.
Fame
Vince Lombardi.
coach.
Okay, maybe
Hall
we're
of
just
Fame
maybe
coach.
we're just different on the definition of all-time great.
Yeah, I
right?
feel like that. I feel
Are
like
you an
all-
all-time
That's what I
great
said.
corner?
No.
All right.
I'm not a I ain't, hell nah. I got 1 All-Pro.
I thought you were the way you
I got 0 playoff picks. I got fuck. I'm a pretty good corner, but all-time great. Fuck no. It's a standard, bro. Dion is an all-time great. I ain't in the
Absolutely.
same boat as Prime. Fuck no.
I didn't.
Charles Woodson is
you
an
know-
all-time great.
I see
I ain't in the same boat as
I
Charles
wasn't
Woodson.
putting you in there. I was just seeing what your definition was.
Yeah, well,
Okay, time out.
Go.
Reed is an all-time great.
I got to stop you. You're in their boat. I'm telling you, you're in their boat. I'm just saying, in all objectivity, I'm telling you the truth. You're in there.
appreciate it, Skip.
Okay, but you just
I'm not.
are.
Wait,
Yes,
was
you are.
Skip just nice
His
to
standards
Aqib?
are-
No, but I'm just. That's the God's truth. He was real deal, man.
No, I know. I ain't
he's-
saying I wasn't
yeah.
real deal.
You're the Mike Tomlin of corner.
Okay, but real deal, I guess we're looking.
Yeah.
I'm the Mike Tomlin and shit. The Harbor.
I hear you.
I'm in they boat.
All right.
You're in the next.
Coughlin.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at where I'm at. You
Okay,
feel me?
but think about Deion's.
Dion is the Bill Belichick of this.
You're on
He's
that
over
guy.
here. Woodson is the Andy Reid
they
of this
over here.
shit.
There's nothing wrong
bro,
with that.
they're different,
You're only
bro.
like
Okay,
two or
they
three in
just
each
different.
category.
So
I got it.
different.
Okay, where's Revis then? I know you're not.
Revis is like one of the two chip coaches, like a
Okay,
like a
all right.
Coughlin.
Jimmy Johnson?
You know what I'm saying? He like a Coughlin. You feel
Aqib's
me?
got a whole
I gotta put
strategic.
Reeves up there in the top
Yeah, me
of
too.
all-time great corner.
Shit.
No.
Saying, bro,
Revis.
Reeves played good every year, All-Pro every year except 1 year.
What's every year? Revis don't got what?
What
How
he
many years
played,
he
10?
played? If he played 10, he don't got
many
9
played?
first-team All-Pros. Hell nah. He got about
played?
4. Revis had a solid 4 years where he was dominating
He
this
did.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
It was Revis Island for
For
about
4 years. About 4 good years, bro.
So does it have to be
And he
first
got-
team? Can you be second?
Hell yeah.
I can't remember. Were you on?
First team or
Were
second
you on
team?
the Cincinnati team when
Yeah, that's
when
my first
Revis
or
went to
second,
Cincinnati and locked down Chad?
No, I wasn't on that team.
Okay, all right. I could.
That was
That was the year
Revis
before I
Island
got
days.
there. Yeah, that was.
Huh?
I said that was Revis Island days.
That was hey.
Hey, checking him off
Reeves
his
and
list.
Kamara,
Okay,
they
so
was-
he
Oh.
played 11 seasons, had 4 first-team All-Pro.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't, it ain't all time. Look at
Well, I feel,
Yeah.
like, I feel like if you put them, I tell people all the time, all you want to do is get that knock on the door, and they say, "Welcome to the hall."
Right.
But once you get in, there's still levels in the hall
levels
too.
in the
hall, too.
Like when Tom, everybody gonna be in there. When Tom walk in, everybody get out the way.
Yeah.
Because he's Tom Brady
Exactly.
in the Hall of Fame. So it's you want to
He
be
an all-time
be
great.
a Hall of Famer, but there's still levels inside the Hall of Fame too. That's you know what I'm saying? That's what he's talking about.
I get your definition of all-time great. There's a select
high,
few. That's,
yeah.
that's,
Man, it
Yeah.
can't be everybody, bro.
I got you.
Well, they
It just-
did
it
an
just can't
NFL
be
100.
everybody.
They did an NFL 100. These 100 players, they put them over here. That don't make all these other guys still not Hall of Famers and all.
Exactly.
You know?
I ain't trying to shit on like Revis or
Well,
Yeah.
Coughlin or Mike T, but it's just hey, it's levels to this shit.
Yeah, well, there's apparently levels to this shit, but there's definitely one guy who could be in an argument where maybe he's an all-time great or not, but last night looked very difficult for him. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers right now because he hasn't given a firm answer if he's going to retire or not. But it'd be hard for me after 4-time MVP career to leave the field after a pick six. That's what you leave the field on. That'd be difficult for me.
That's
so,
a good point.
Yeah, Skip, should Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers retire?
you're probably asking the wrong guy.
You're like, get
Yeah, I gotta
out,
start
get
with
out,
Skip.
we're done, we're done.
He
Look,
should have been retired. Huh?
He-
Skip?
Right.
this is incredible to me, but everybody I've ever been with on TV loved Aaron Rodgers, like thought he was the god, like the GOAT god. I never did. But here's the truth about Aaron Rodgers. He should have retired 4 years ago. He was washed his last year in Green Bay. He was over the hill, over and out, and they said, that's enough. We don't want you anymore. Then he had the Achilles tear the first year with the Jets, and he came back a year ago, and he was a shell of himself. Finished 25th in QBR for those Jets and went 5-12 as the starter. And the Steelers were so desperate for a quarterback that they gave him one last hurrah, last shot. And he finished 23rd in QBR this year, and then he showed you last night he can't move anymore, and he's lost his stomach for taking any of the hits that you need to take to win a big game. And they kind of fluked into the back door of the playoffs, and happy days are here again. And he found Valhalla with Mike Tomlin, and they were kind of joined at the hip because their last Super Bowl was against each other 15 years ago. And since that Super Bowl, Aaron is now 7-10 in the postseason, 7-10. And he can still fling it around. nobody got rid of the football quicker than Aaron Rodgers did this year in the NFL. It was 2.6 seconds out of his hand. And that first big play that he hit to DK last night where he just stood up and just flung it to him, that's what he can do now. And I know DK dropped a big ball last night, but you're kidding yourself next year if you think you can go anywhere with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. But I listened to the whole postgame last night, and he clearly, to your point, he wants to play again. But he was hoping to play again for Mike T in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Right.
And he was raving about what a bright future this team has and how much fun he had. And they have been raving about him, and that Omar Khan, every time he gets a chance, says, we don't see any of the bad Aaron. He's been great here. And yet, even last night, here's a quick quote. I'll wrap it up with this from his press conference. He said, I thought our preparation was good this week, and that's why it was so surprising so many assignments were missed tonight.
Yeah.
Well, that's him. That's Aaron Rodgers. Blame deflecting, finger pointing diva. It's never his fault. It's always everybody else's fault, and last night was everybody else's fault. Does he want to play again? I believe with all his heart and soul, he wants to come back and steal some more money from the Steelers. But maybe I don't know. They don't have anybody. They're
Steal
just
some money.
I mean, one line, though, you
playoffs.
could clearly see Petrie shooting
Yes.
in, nigga miss a block here.
They
and
were
miss
missing a lot of
Y'all
blocks.
missing fucking hella
Right.
blocks, so it
Hella
ain't like
blocks.
he was lying. But I would say,
all right.
I think he should retire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think his legacy is what it is. It's a nice legacy. You know what I'm saying? You got a great name. I just don't want to see him bounce to another team and then that be bad and bounce to another. Like, I just don't like guys to end like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think if the right coach come from like a Sean McVay, Shanahan tree, one of those type offenses, and they like, man, shit, we think you could run this offense on some Stafford type shit.
Yeah.
We think you could run this offense. We're going to have a hell of a run game, and we want you to stay with Pittsburgh a year. If Pittsburgh don't want you, that new coach, that new OC don't want you, I hang it up, man.
Yeah.
We know he ain't going
Rodgers
with
is
Shanahan
almost
because
6 years
Shanahan
old.
MVP right now.
No, I'm not saying go nowhere. I'm saying if somebody from Shanahan tree came in as the head coach and they running that system,
all right,
you feel me? That's what system you at that age.
Yeah.
You need this system.
He's got a couple available, possibly. Might be LaFleur and the kid from Miami. He's available. He's a Shanahan guy.
That's what I'm saying. If you get in that system, then I think he'll flourish in that system.
Yeah, I think
at that age.
You can partner him with Brian Flores and bring in Mike McDaniel together. Those two, the head coach and offensive
I think if
coordinator.
they do something like
Anywhere?
that,
You mean just
Pittsburgh.
anywhere? Oh, in Pittsburgh.
you can't change uniforms no more.
Yeah,
bro.
because you think about the new head coach in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
When Brian Flores left Miami, now he's suing the NFL over the Rooney Rule. I mean, this is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Rooneys. They hired him immediately. Brian Flores has showed he can still coordinate, so you can bring him in and be your head coach. Mike McDaniel can run the system.
Yeah.
So you say he should retire 4 or 5 years ago because he looked washed. And I just said when Tom walks into the hall, it's Tom and everybody else. How did he look his last year in New England when he didn't have nobody? He looked washed, right? But then what did he do when he went to Tampa? He had 3 All-Pro wide receivers, 3 Pro Bowl running backs, 2 good offensive linemen, 2 good running backs in the top 5 defense.
Yeah, and they were 7 and 9 the year before.
Okay, with no quarterback.
With Jameis.
With no quarterback.
Yeah, okay.
Jameis was struggling.
Yep.
But even in that system, Jameis threw 30
He
touchdowns.
did. And he threw
then
like
came in
20 picks or whatever it was. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is
7,
in uncharted territory. We've never seen a player this age still be playing. Even Peyton, when they won, they had a bunch of ballers on offense, but the defense was
They
legit.
carried him.
They carried
It's about, that's what I'm saying,
Hey,
but I'm
that-
saying.
Tom last year in New England, he threw for 4,000, 24 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's far from Washington.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
How did he,
Far from Washington.
but
the record wasn't good.
So when they
But
played,
it's far from Washington.
but when they played,
I'm taking that every
when
year.
they played every game, every game, what did they struggle to do? Score. If the defense didn't hold everybody to under 17, they was losing.
Yeah.
So I don't care about all them yards. They wasn't scoring.
Well, I just could go. Wash don't look like
They
this.
were not scoring points. That's all
They
I'm
scored
saying.
24 passing touchdowns for sure that year.
That they wasn't score. Okay, 24. What did he do the next year? Go look at that.
I got it
Go
right
look
here.
at Tampa.
40 ball.
Exactly. Because he had 3 All-Pro wide receivers and a Hall of Fame tight end. He still could play. So you can your situation matters. It matters. So he's in a.
But that defense was the highest paid defense, and he had DK Metcalf. It's not
And
like
how did they look?
It's not like.
How did they look? Tampa actually looked good. Hay was there. Devin White was still doing his thing. Shaq Barrett still double digit. JPP still double digit. Sue, Young Vita, Antoine Winfield. Like, look at the team he had. So, of course, if you getting the ball back that much, you throwing to Antonio Brown. You throwing to Gronk. You throwing to Mike Evans. Healthy CG. You can run the ball. 3 Pro Bowl offensive linemen.
Yeah, team definitely matter.
That's what I'm saying. So, if he get the right guys around him, we see he can still spin it. His mind is still there. You put the right stuff around him, Aaron Rodgers can still play.
I just don't see a good fit for him. Like, if you look at the jobs that's open, it's not a good fit. Like, Miami, Pittsburgh, now one of them a good fit. Now one of those teams have enough stuff around him.
He got all the pieces there.
I
think
agree.
Aaron Rodgers right now is better than the options that Atlanta has.
Yes.
I think that.
You think
Drake London, Kyle Pitts just was all pro. They got Pro Bowl offensive
but I'm talking about I'm talking about Kirk and Michael Penix Jr.
Absolutely.
Way better.
Yes. You put Aaron Rodgers with that group.
But you haven't given Michael Penix Jr. an opportunity.
Those are actually weapons.
You think he's the guy?
Aaron Rodgers is old. At least you have an opportunity to grow with Michael Penix Jr. at this point.
Last time I seen Penix, he was on the bed with ice and
Penix, them knees is done up.
In both his knees, bro.
Them knees are done up, and he don't even want to move no more.
Boy, they owe a lot of money, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know how much they're tied up in cash right now? Like, let's go pay Aaron Rodgers.
A few things have to happen for Aaron Rodgers. One, there's got to be a suitor. Who's that going to be? Who's going to want to invest in a 42-year-old quarterback and convince their owner and their fan base that, hell, we're going to go out and get Aaron Rodgers at 42 to lead our football team, knowing it's only going to be for a year or two.
That's what's
I could see that happening if a team drafts the kid at Oregon. He might not be ready to play. Maybe let's go to the Raiders for a year or two, let this kid from Oregon or Indiana develop a little bit, let him play, and then part ways. One, there's got to be a suitor. Two, he's got to want to do it, right? Watching his face get hit on the ground a couple times and the frustration he had with his offense, the look on his face after the game. I know you lost, and it's a terrible look no matter what happens. It just felt like he was a little bit, I'm ready to get the hell off this field. I'm ready to get the hell out of this game. That's what it looked like to me. That's two. So he's got to rejuvenate himself. He's got to want to get back into it, which that's a question mark. So I don't, the new coach at Pittsburgh, I can't imagine them selling the owner, selling the fan base. We're going to go back to Aaron Rodgers. I think they got to start to have Will Howard in the building. They have, have another young quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Then they can have the draft. I think they have a competition with those guys and try to move on. That's my guess. But there could be a team. The Raiders, Falcons, like you mentioned, I like Kirk. I think Kirk's a good player. But there could be a suitor after training camp, possibly if there's an injury or something like that. Maybe a preseason game, one of the starters gets hurt. But hello, Aaron, would you come and play again?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, so, okay. There's a little divide there on that, but let's look at the other side of the ball last night because C.J. Stroud at times looked like a deer in headlights.
He did.
And turning the ball over 3 times. But luckily for Stroud, Texans defense dominated the Steelers. Houston became the second team in playoff history to score multiple defensive touchdowns in a game without giving up a touchdown. So I just don't know if this defense is enough for the inconsistent offense. So, Skip, I got to ask you, after what you saw from C.J. Stroud and the Texans, what shot do you give them to beat the Patriots?
I got to give my man from Oklahoma City to my immediate left credit for yesterday. He did bet me, did take the Steelers, but he said to me that he did, I'm putting words in your mouth, did not trust C.J. Stroud. He was right, and then he was wrong about the big picture of the game. Okay?
Still lost money.
Here's the point about C.J. Stroud. I want to remind everybody, he had played 4 playoff games before last night. He had won 2 of those playoff games, and in the 4 combined, he had thrown 4 touchdowns with 1 pick and 0 lost fumbles. 0. As soon as the game started, I said, "Who is that? Did they kidnap him? Is it an imposter? Who kidnapped C.J. Stroud? Because he looked like he'd never played before.
Yeah.
Seriously, like the moment was way too big for him. He couldn't catch the freaking snap. He couldn't hold on to it.
He fumbled it 5
The ball's on the ground 5 times. And I'm saying, "Whoa, man, what are you doing?"
It's cold.
And it's cold. I guess
Boy,
so.
been indoors,
I don't know. So he coughs it up in the first quarter, and I'm like, okay, get over it. And he coughs it up again in the second quarter. And early in the third quarter, he throws the most mind-blowing red zone interception in a playoff game I think I've ever seen.
Oh, my gosh.
Where I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're killing your football team. It should have been 30-6 in the first quarter, and it's 7-6 going to the fourth quarter. That's what the score was last night. It was 7-6. And he finally settled down in the fourth quarter and completed 3 balls, and Christian Kirk got loose a couple times. Good. But the defense scored 2 touchdowns, and they won the fourth quarter 23-0 in large part because of a hellacious defense. It is serious business because it's fast and it's physical and it's very well coached by a defense-minded coach who's been producing on defense. D'Amico is with his defense. And they're so committed. They're so driven to attack the ball, to chase the ball. They swarm. It's beautiful to watch. So I slept on it, and I've now convinced myself because I'd already picked it yesterday. I think they can go win at New England, and that would give them a home AFC championship game.
You're still riding with that. I thought you might have changed your mind after last night.
But I just, the defense, it's going to be very low scoring. It'll be cold. I got it. And you always say that's a hard place to play, and maybe it'll eat him alive again, and he'll be deer in headlights. But I don't think so. I think he'll be good enough for them to win. It's going to be like 13-10, and they can win a 13-10 game.
Okay.
I don't know. I like Drake Mays. He was my MVP this year. I think that they got that Cardi B effect.
Well,
I'm just saying that shit happened.
You got
They had the Swifty effect in Kansas City, but I think Drake Mays is good.
He is great.
He's good.
He is.
And I think the Patriots beat the Texans.
Okay.
I'm with that too.
All right.
I think the Patriots beat the Texans too. I mean, that defense fucking balling.
Yes.
Like, it ain't getting no better than what they did last night. That was about as good of a defensive day that you can have. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
It's a record day. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, what I think is Foxborough is a tough place to play. If CJ was nervous seeing all them yellow towels, wait till you get your ass in Foxborough and you hear that wind whistling. It's gonna be in red 18. It's gonna be in your ear like a motherfucker. I'm telling you. Hey, and they still got this win streak. I'm telling you, hey, them win streaks, man, it's just an accident waiting to happen. He was this close.
Yeah.
He was this close.
Yeah, he was.
Trying to give it away last night.
He did his best.
He literally was handing it.
You're not gonna keep
come win this game.
Yeah, please.
You're not gonna keep overcoming the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just hard to keep getting lucky and lucky. And them win streaks, I don't fuck with them. Now you're on the 10-game win streak. You feel me? Hey.
It is cold in Pittsburgh, by the way. Remember 2013 when our punter got his jaw broke?
Yeah.
Dang.
God, dang.
Yeah.
Punter.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold
jaw
in
broke.
Pittsburgh. That
Got
wind's
cut
howling
back.
off the dang. But I like this game. I got D'Amico Ryans versus Mike Vrabel, 2 coaches who I would love to play for. These 2 guys are great energy. They're great team guys, great player coaches. You got C.J. Stroud versus Drake May, 2 upcoming quarterbacks. They're going to be the face of the NFL for many, many years. C.J. is going to play better. You got the running game with Henderson and Stevenson versus Chubb and Woody Marks. Very exciting. Then you got 2 defenses colliding. These teams are very similar.
They are.
Texas defense is a little bit better than New England's, but they still play very good defense. They beat the hell out of Justin Herbert last. Beat the hell. So they're coming in with a lot of swag and a lot of confidence too. So I think it's going to be a team who can make a big play and protect the football is going to be the difference. And then, like it always is in these cold weather, close games, it's the kicking game. Who's got the better kicker? It's going to come down to a field goal at the end of the game, and very similar to the way the Steelers beat the Ravens.
Yep.
Field goal missed at the buzzer. It's going to be like that. That's how close I think this game will be. 2 coaches that had 2 great years. 2 of them could be talked about for Coach of the Year again.
So who misses the field goal at the buzzer?
That's a tough one. I'm going to
be cold.
Yeah, you gotta.
The indoor kicker.
The indoor. The one that used to be outside.
Yeah, the guy from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take.
That might be
grudgingly,
a little
I'm
cold.
probably taking New England. I'm going to take New England and home team this year, but it wouldn't, or this week, but it wouldn't surprise me either way. But I like New England and Drake May with his scrambling ability. I think will be the difference. That's the difference between CJ and Drake. Drake can make plays with his legs off schedule. He can get 40, 50 yards rushing, which is hard to do. CJ's not much of a threat running the ball, and I think that'll be the difference.
So I look at CJ. Last 5 road games, 5 touchdowns, 7 turnovers, 5 picks, 2 fumbles. 5 times fumbled yesterday. He was sacked 11 times. Okay, so how do you help out a quarterback like that? Gotta be able to run the ball. They are 22nd against the run. New England's defense, 6th stopping the run.
Yeah.
Here's their saving grace. New England has been averaging 28 points a game. Their first time facing a top 10 scoring defense, they put up 16. And that defense ain't this defense.
Yeah.
So that's their saving grace. So if CJ can play just a little bit better, the Texans can go in there and win this game. But with the trajectory, how he been playing over these last 5, nah, man. I said that whoever won this game was going to go win this. No. No. Like Lieb said, he going to get in there and them lights, they just get brighter and brighter. The further you get in the playoffs, he'll tell you, them lights get brighter and brighter and brighter. More people watching.
So
what's your definitive answer?
So I'm going with the Patriots at home.
Okay, you jumped ship.
I just thought you were going Texans. I just wrote Texans for you. I was like,
I'm telling you, got to jump ship, Skip. Hey,
if he watched what I watched yesterday, and I'm going off the last 5 games,
how can you bet with that?
That's not the quarterback I would want.
The defense?
I will bet you C.J. Stroud plays better than Justin Herbert just did at New England. I will bet you.
Justin Herbert.
Well, that ain't hard.
Herbert been playing like shit the last 3 years. Like,
thank you.
He don't get
the bar's on the floor, Skip, for that.
to talk about him.
That's fine.
He's been horrible.
Yeah, I've been
Horrible
saying
is
that.
pretty strong.
Bro,
Well, that wasn't horrible.
he ain't won a postseason
Have
game
you
since
seen
when
his
He couldn't hit his
offensive
back
line,
foot in the
though?
ground
Come
without
on.
getting hit in the back of the head. If they didn't have Justin Herbert, they would.
When
They
they
have 2
but
wins.
last year he could. They was blocking for him. How he
He
do?
had a tough year that year.
What about the year?
What about the year before that?
Good regular season. Kind of like Mike
He like the
Tomlin.
little, he
Lost in the first round
like the
again.
only
Kind of like
child.
Mike Tomlin's head coach there, Pac-Man.
He could do no wrong.
And we know with gay guys, that's
He's
all
still
time.
young. He's
Come
still
on,
young.
man.
He's gonna turn the corner. But shoot.
We see
I'd
Jay.
take that
That's
summer.
all time for him. He's got low
The
expectations.
Texans defense make me want to pick the Texans every fucking game.
I know, I got
And
it.
I ain't gonna lie.
But you didn't yesterday.
Cause they got that little win. I don't like them win streaks, man. Shit like last night, you fumble 5 snaps. Like I thought once that shit started, I say, see what? Wait till I go on this bitch tomorrow. I'm gonna tell them. I told you these win streaks just had shit just going left. But they defense let them over. They stopped them. He turned the ball over. The defense stopped them. He turned it over again. The defense stopped them. So.
But
I don't think that's gonna happen against New England.
But that right there,
Nah, it ain't.
but Lee, that right there goes to
It
show.
might.
But that right there goes to show how important coaching is, because we watched what the 49ers did with a makeshift offense.
Yes.
They had their quarterback and they had CMC. They tight end went down and he drew it up. He drew it up to make this thing work. And that Philly defense ain't nothing to play with. But he drew it up. And Arthur Smith, last 5 years,
That's a
26 offense, 15, 26, 16, 15. It just ain't it.
Your defense different though. When you get out the situations that CJ got you in last night, and your defense get you out of them, no points, and then we give you 14.
No,
like,
you
bro, that's
look at the
tough
score.
as fuck.
It's
Nah, it's
30,
just-
a 30 piece.
By the time Friday come, my pick might be changed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just like defense.
All right, I think you're admitting on live TV here that, wait a second, the Texans defense is better than the Broncos defense, right?
They fucking played their ass off last night. They better than everybody. What they did last night?
That was
that's
All
top
I'm
of
gonna
the
say
line.
is this:
That's top
while
of the line.
while you have a Super Bowl defense, maximize it. They did. The next year, they were number 4 scoring defense. The next year, they were number 4 again.
Yeah.
After that, they were 22nd. So while you have it, you got to maximize it. CJ gonna end up wasting his Super Bowl defense because you keep winning. Somebody gonna want to get paid. Somebody gonna leave. This gonna happen. This coach gonna happen.
Everybody.
That's what I'm saying. While you got it, you got maximum. See, okay.
Well,
you better use it
Okay,
while you got
real
it.
quick, one other problem they're going to have is it looked like last night Nico's gone because he got concussed twice.
Oh, yeah, Nico.
And I think he's not going to make it.
The doctors might sit him down for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's a huge
That was a
loss.
Michael Irvin. I thought it was his neck at first.
know, I
Like,
did.
God damn.
Yeah, that's a huge loss.
That was a bad one right there, too.
He's a stud, too. He's
What they gonna do? Because they ain't running the ball in New England.
I mean, they run game been coming to life, though. Hey.
Well, okay, so the only person riding with the Texans is Skip. I'm kind of surprised by that. So Skip's riding with the Texans. Everybody else got the pass.
All Tuesday though, Kinsey. We got there. You got there.
Okay, let you process. I'm sorry. We'll come back here on Friday.
By the way, it sounds like you're all New England yourself.
I am. I'm picking the Packers.
Okay, so we got game plan, Kinsey.
5-1.
Gotta do some game plan.
Right?
That it don't matter how we
5-1.
we just reacting today.
Yeah.
We really lock in who we like.
I'm like, I don't know what you do.
We lock in who we like on Friday.
I'm not changing. I'm taking New England. Bank it.
Thanks, Jay. I like a committed man.
I'm not on a seesaw, teeter-totter, whatever you call it.
That's a committed man right there. All right, let's move on, though.
5 turnovers in the first quarter and expect to win the next week.
Stroud,
But can you have 2 touchdowns on defense and expect to win next week?
Jab against them. They might.
All right, guys.
Drake may gonna
He's
give you one.
now.
He gonna give you at least one. Drake may gonna give you at least one.
What we've learned about Lieb is he's not going to commit to one team, okay? Except the Broncos. You love
That's
the
the only
Broncos.
team that matters.
Everybody else, you're a little
I
wishy-washy.
don't really give a fuck who win because they're going to have to come to Denver and get popped.
And high altitude, huh?
You feel me?
All right, let's move on. So we got more breaking news this morning. The Philadelphia Eagles have fired Kevin Patullo, which is something that our quarterback, Cody Kessler, has been saying kind of all year long, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
I see you, Cody.
So the Eagles offense this season, they had 8 All-Pros, and they still ranked 24th in overall offense. That's wild coming from the defending champs. So, Jay, did Patullo deserve to be the most blamed for the offensive struggles of the Eagles?
You know, I'm an ex-coach, ex-offensive coordinator. I know there's some issues sometimes. Sometimes your quarterback just doesn't want to change. Maybe he doesn't want to put in motions and call motions and shifts. Maybe he just doesn't feel comfortable. Maybe he doesn't want to put the work in. And Kevin Patullo's like, come on, I promise if we do this, we'll get a pre-snap indicator. We can recognize the defense and then execute. Nah, I just want to line up and do double right. Run 2-jet, I'll go. I feel comfortable with that. Maybe that was the case. I doubt it, but it could be. Jalen Hurts has won a Super Bowl, a little cocky. Maybe they don't want to put the work in. They were satisfied with their Super Bowl wins and appearances. You know, they're bickering. You know, just hand the ball inside zone, run the RPO off of it. That's our game plan. Here's 12 plays. Can you handle this, Jalen? Sure, I can do it. However, when you watch the tape, it doesn't lie. It's very stagnant, very simple, not a lot of motions, not a lot of movement. If it was all on him, then yes, he should be fired. However, they do have an offensive head coach that could also say, hey, Kevin, let's put in some motions. Let's do this. Let's put in a shift. Let's move A.J. Brown around. Let's move Saquon Barkley out and empty and bring him back in. Draw a screen, whatever it might be. Do something. He was the head coach.
He was.
So why is he firing him? He fired Brian Johnson a couple years ago. Same situation. Then he hired Kellen Moore. They won the Super Bowl. Now he fires another guy. This is hard on Jalen Hurts now. He's had 5, 6, 7, 8 different coordinators in his whole year. Has he ever had the same coordinator from college to the NFL 2 years in a row?
No.
Maybe it's Jalen. Maybe these guys, I don't know. I'm sure it's not. I heard somebody say wow. But I'm just saying. There is some accountability the offensive coordinator has to take. So, yes, he should have been fired. However, come on, coach. The head coach is an offensive-minded head coach. You have every right to step in week 3, week 4. Dan Quinn took over the play calling. Dan Campbell took over the play calling. That could have happened before. You just let it. Okay, I guess we're just going to continue to suck. Okay, just keep calling plays. Oh, we're knocked out in the first round. Don't you think, as an offensive-minded head coach, at some point, if he's not happy, he would have taken over the play calling?
Is he though?
It's Sirianni's fault. Maybe can't nobody get along with his ass. He's running, chasing players off the field, like you said, he's an offensive-minded coach. After the numbers started dropping midway through here, we just came from the Super Bowl. Like, it seemed like I'm going to take some kind of responsibility instead of just keep firing people. I think it has a lot to do with the head coach.
Ooh,
a lot.
Two on Sirianni. Steve, how you feeling?
I just saw a lot of drop passes. If some of them passes would have been caught, then he looked like a great play caller, right? So I'm just a firm believer in we the ones out there. If you draw inside zone, well, if the motherfucker O-line cut him off, come back, seal him, and boom, everybody do their job. Inside zone gonna work. Somebody lose the matchup, then we lose. So we could point fingers at somebody got to get the blame, right? Sirianni, like somebody got to get the blame. It was the offense fault. Y'all didn't like it all year. Well, we got to fire him. That's just the business we live in. You know what I'm saying? So he got the blame. That's his job. It is what it is. But me, man, players play, man. Players play. I seen Bill them and Tom them. They ran the same. They had about 3 different offices in there. They ran them same 3 offices for years and dominated because people just did their fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It did make me sick though when I saw Hurts get interviewed and they asked about Petula. He says, "Well, I got to check with Howie and Sirianni." And I mean, just say something nice about your coach. It's the end of the year.
Maybe he ain't like him. Hey,
you don't have to say that on the damn media.
Man, he
can say,
that's
not my decision.
He don't got to say something nice. He don't got to say something nice about him.
That's not my decision. I hope he comes back. That's all he had to say.
Why? Maybe he don't want him to come back.
Well, now he ain't coming back because he said that. That was bullshit.
When you a Super Bowl winning coach, sometimes you get to pick your OC, man. The one he liked.
I'm talking about Jalen Hurts said that. The quarterback. The quarterback said that.
That's what I'm saying. He's Super Bowl winning quarterback. Sometimes you get to pick your OC.
How much of an offensive-minded guru is Nick Sirianni? Because didn't 2 offensive coordinators get hired with this group? Because wasn't Shane Steichen there too?
Mm-hmm. Shane and
He's the head coach.
Kellen Moore, head coach.
Okay, so how we assuming Nick Sirianni is maybe he just managed groups well. He might not be that.
Well, he was offensive
coordinator
when he got the job.
Yeah.
How he got the
From
job.
where?
Where was he?
In Indy?
Indianapolis. Right?
Yeah, he's in Indy.
Last time Indy offense been good.
I mean, since the
last time Indy offense been good.
Wait, Indy was good this year before Daniel Jones went down.
Hey, man, look, if people ain't drop passes, you feel me? They'll be in the playoffs right now. He still have a job, man. So hey.
All right, there is a way to draw it up. Like I said, there's.
Well, you talking about on the skinny post. If he catch that ball, you think they win the game?
Who?
AJ.
Devontae, if he catch his
There's
ball,
probably-
it's
I
first
think
and
there's 4
first and goal from the 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If early in the game, if AJ catch that fade, shit, who knows what we talking about right now? If you're right. If AJ catch that skinny, boom. Maybe instead of throwing it in triple coverage, maybe I'm feeling good about AJ today. I work AJ and we have a game-winning back shoulder. Or y'all niggas ain't making plays.
Yeah, the offense.
What you draw up? If they dropping the ball, then shit.
Yeah, that's true in that game. But all year the offense just looks stale.
And the plays were
just
basic.
They won the division and lost in the first round. And they fired the offensive coordinator.
What division?
Mike Tomlin went to the playoffs 8 years in a row, lost in the first round and still lasted. This poor offensive coordinator's first year calling plays, wins the division in Philly.
Who's in the division?
Cowboys, the great Cowboys.
Oh,
I'm just saying, they won the division, and he got fired, gets thrown under the bus. I just don't like it. Being an ex-coach, I just don't.
Somebody got to be scapegoat. What he going to do? Sirianni going to fire himself?
Can't keep it the same.
He going to fire himself?
Not to fire anybody. They won a division. Lost in the first round.
How'd the
How many
offense
coaches
look?
Mike Tomlin fired last 10
a
years?
receiver
We know
or
you
somebody
love
got
the
to
Eagles,
get fired.
right?
Shit.
You love the Eagles. You
I hate
just.
the Eagles. Actually.
I know, I'm joking.
Look.
So whose fault is it?
Jay knows this. He's sat in that chair before, that offensive coordinator chair. Petula is gone because he was the easiest to go. It's just like somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to pay for this. He pays. Demonize him and send him out of town on a rail, right? Okay. Look, I'm going to reiterate what you said. If Devontae got 2 hands on the football, and he's a big game, big playmaker.
He is.
And if you get 2 hands on a football at the 5-yard line, you got to come down with it. And if you do, I don't think we're having this conversation right now because your team is going home because they're going to score. It's 45 seconds left at the 5-yard line. I think they can tush-push. Saquon actually got untracked for once, and they had 140 yards rushing in the game.
Petula ain't had nothing to do with that, though, right?
Okay.
No.
Is it because Jalen didn't like Petula? I've said this, and I've told Aqib this on and off the air. Jalen and AJ, they got issues, man. And once they started 3 years ago, they never got it fixed. They would have a truce and coexist, but Jalen got criticized all year for holding the ball too long. And it's because he's trying to decide, am I going to throw him the football or not? It's a bad mindset to go into a game with. Because AJ, everybody agrees, he's really good. Sirianni was raving about best hands I've ever seen, AJ Brown's hands. Okay? But if the quarterback drops back and it's a split-second decision, like what's your thing about, we're talking about Shadeur, bang, you see it's got to go, right? Ball's got to go. And if he has a split-second hesitation, am I going to throw it to him? Is he into it today or not into it? And that game the other day degenerated. He threw him 2 deep balls into the wind, and they flutter a little bit. But he's A.J. Brown. You got to catch one of those, especially the second one. It just, come on, because he got his hands on that football. If you catch it, it's a different story. And yet, now back to your Sirianni point. At mid-year, Sirianni announced to the media, I'm going to get involved in the offense. Because that's what he used to do. And I don't know that he ever called plays, but I think he suggested, and I know back to my Jimmy Johnson days, Jimmy would always tell Norv Turner, run or throw, run or pass. Just like I want you to run it now. You pick the play, but I want to run now. I want you to throw it now. Well, Sirianni may have been doing a lot of that. Let's run it, let's throw it. You pick the play, but I'll call the essence of it. Well, he's not going to get fired because he just won a Super Bowl.
But why would he though?
Yeah.
Saquon was going ham.
Yeah.
And motherfucking,
he was.
I called the play where Devontae come right here open. I called that play.
He did. He called.
You dropped it. So I don't see why no coach should get fired.
Okay, and then the other problem is just to be real about this. That offensive line was just beat all to hell all year long. And Lane Johnson is their driving force of the line, I think, in the huddle and at the line of scrimmage. And he couldn't go again on Sunday. He's got a foot injury. Okay? If you take him out and
injuries aren't an excuse.
Right? What's that?
Injuries aren't an excuse.
No, but I'm saying, but they didn't have
in that
game. They just last year they just dominated. Saquon, he has a hard time making his own way. He doesn't bust stuff into the middle of the line. But if you give him a crease, man, he's still as fast as there is with a football under his arm. Last year they just kept giving him crease after crease, and he just like gone and gone and gone. And his yards per carry are just off the chart. And he almost set the single season all-time rushing record. And then this year they couldn't give him enough creases. Is that all Patullo's fault?
I know
he still
Patullo
rushed for
offense
almost
wasn't
1,200 yards.
it wasn't just night and day from Kellen Moore. He kind of piggyback off what Kellen Moore did. We won a chip doing this.
Yeah.
Put my own little sauce to this.
Yeah.
Man, you win the chip, the entire NFL is going to lock in on you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Maybe they just felt like, all right, we've been doing this system kind of for a few years now. Now it's time for us to completely change systems. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, and let me say this for Jalen Hurts. All I know is that in the 2 biggest games of his life, in 2 Super Bowls, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in both of them. Go look it up. Go look at the numbers. Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts, 2 Super Bowls. Obviously, Mahomes won the first one because the Chiefs won the first one. But you can't tell me Jalen Hurts can't play, man, because
no, I never said that.
You can't get better than that.
I'm just saying this. This guy's a rookie play caller. He was a passing game assistant last year to Kellen Moore. He's a young player. They won the division. They almost won the game the other day with the exception of a couple drops.
Yeah. Right.
Why not let him have an off season and try to expand his role a little bit, understanding of the players, and get with Jalen Hurts and come up with a better plan to attack defenses?
Because
why are we going to make it entire
the system is Kellen Moore said it's the same basically. Y'all ran the same plays y'all ran last year.
Just
for the most
you
part.
got a whole season where you can install some different things and have some time to develop as a young coach. It'd be like taking a young quarterback out because he throws an interception. You suck, you're out, you're done. You know, I mean, same thing with the play callers need experience too. They need a little work.
It's hot offenses out there right now. You know what I'm saying?
I will say
Shanahan tree.
Yes.
Liam
Cohen. That's Sean McVay tree. That's the same tree. You know what I'm saying? He under their tree. So it's hot offenses out there. Maybe they want to get a hot offense. Let's run the shit that all the other teams the Seahawks, the Niners, the Rams, the Jags, let's run the shit that they running right now. Maybe they just want to get in that world.
I don't know if Hurts that type of quarterback.
Just everybody that type of quarterback.
That's why you gotta. That's why you gotta.
If Purdy could be that type of quarterback,
that's why you gotta. But you're thinking about.
That's a quarterback.
You're thinking about getting. But listen, you thinking about getting an offensive coordinator who's gonna have move him here, do this, you slide him here, that. He don't need that. You can bring in Mike McDaniel. He can still, regardless of the dumpster fire they wear in Miami, they can run the ball.
I don't even know Shanahan run and play without motion though. Like every play they run would have a motion in it.
So Jalen Hurts can't run motion?
I'm not saying that,
nigga,
but
you
like
lift your leg up, nigga. Like how hard is that? Like right here, my nigga. Come on, snap it when he get to this spot. Like that shit ain't rocket science. He got to be able to do that.
But I'm saying that's why you get. If you know your offense
on the wristband, bro. Nigga ain't retarded.
You know your offense
right, Z left.
stops and goes with that guy you handing the ball off to. You prioritize that and build off that. So you need to get somebody that can get that going again. And then you add your quarterback into it because you know what he can do with his legs if he gets involved in the run game. Simplify this thing, man. Look at all the weapons you got. You have the weapons. Just simplify it. All right, we're going to adjust this and adjust that. But we live, like you said, even
though as far as Barkley go, bro, every year they've been really good, bro. Saquon Barkley have had an unbelievable year.
So that's
they don't have the running game where they are taken over by the running game.
Right.
And we're gonna put the game in Hurts' hand. It's not going on. He is not a game changer. He's a game manager.
Well, you got to prioritize.
That's a fair take.
Prioritize your.
Ain't nothing wrong with game manager.
That guy.
All right, guys, let's move on. But I want to dive into Caleb Williams here because he's going to be hosting the MVP candidate Matt Stafford this Sunday, and he has proven to be one of the clutchest quarterbacks. Obviously, in big moments, he makes it happen. But Caleb was dead last in completion percentage on the season and completed just 50% of his passes versus the Packers. So, looking at those stats and those numbers, Jay, can Caleb Williams become one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL?
He can. You know, they don't throw a lot of bubble screens and RPOs at Chicago. Ben Johnson attacks downfield, so his completion percentage naturally be a little bit lower than a guy who throws 13 passes behind the line of scrimmage for 65 yards and he completes 75%, like Bo Nix. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. But you don't
got to be kidding.
But
hey.
I think with Caleb's arm talent, his ability to make plays off schedule is unquestionable. And now that you're putting on his plate, I've come from behind in 6 games in a regular season in the fourth quarter and now one in the playoffs. His confidence and the players' confidence in him and Ben Johnson's confidence in him is just going to make him one of the quarterbacks to deal with in the next 10, 15 years. So, yes, he will be. Now, as long as Josh Allen's in the league and Patrick Mahomes, he probably won't get to that level, but he's going to be a step below that. I really think this guy is really coming into his own. We know what kind of arm talent he had coming out. That's why he was the number 1 overall pick. The stuff he could do off schedule, off platform, sidearm, running to his left, running to his right, jumping over piles. I mean, nobody could do that stuff. That's why he went number 1. Struggled his first year, got a very good offensive head coach, and now he's starting to put it all together. But when you're completing 50% of their passes, odds are it's going to be a close game in the fourth quarter, and he's going to have to do something special in the fourth quarter to come back, and he's done it. So, yeah, I think
but you're defending him on degree of difficulty because you're just saying they just wing it. You know, they're
He's outside the pocket a lot, trying to make things happen. He throws a lot of balls away. I mean, he probably has 5 or 6 balls he throws away a game. But hell yeah, this guy is a baller. I mean, what he's done in the fourth quarter of some of these games, some of these comeback games as a young player, has been nothing short of extraordinary in my book. So I do consider the Chicago Bears a major threat for many years with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams coming.
Hell yeah.
I love the duo, but if you watch the first 3 quarters of all these last 8 games, he looked like shit.
Really does.
And then when the fourth quarter get here, he get that fresh manicure.
I guess.
He go to Superman. Now, will it catch up? It might catch up. But fourth quarter, he's unstoppable. And I went back and watched because I've been giving him hell about his nails, and I've been like, damn, maybe he just brushing them off in the fourth quarter. But the games I'm watching, the first 3 quarters, he's an average quarterback. But come the fourth quarter, he's on fire.
And a lot's going to depend on Caleb, too. What he does in the offseason, what's his commitment level like?
Yeah.
Is he going to put in the time
He's starting to get a little cocky.
Because we're not going on vacation to Cabo as a quarterback now. You're going to be, you got to stay in the meeting room. You got to stay at the facility 24. I mean, you got to keep working. There is no vacations. Drew Brees never took a vacation. You know what I mean? So if he keeps that level of intensity up throughout his career, he'll get better and better, and he will be a force. He already is.
I've seen Patrick Mahomes take some vacations.
After he won chips. You got to win them chips first.
That's fair.
But yeah, I like the duo, man. I feel like if they stay together, they're gonna be trouble for a long time. If you the quarterback in the league with the best escapability, then you the quarterback in the league with the best arm talent. Like now you the quarterback in the league with the best OC. Like those 3 things, bro. It don't get no better than that.
Just the worst completion percentage.
I mean, yeah, like Coach said, it's ways to whip your completion percentage. Right? You know what I'm saying? They don't throw all the bullshit, right, Coach? You said they don't throw screen and screen and screen. They ain't trying to whip the completion percentage. They're just trying to whip the wins. And that's what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. He don't see them deep shots, he throw them away. Yeah. Coach gave you a great explanation how he can easily make his completion percentage 68%, can't he?
Yeah.
Add in 7 quick little screens out there. You know what I'm saying? 7 little catching. completion. Like he could easily,
like
do
Aaron
that.
Rodgers specials, right?
Aaron Rodgers specials, and it's a
He's
lot.
faster at that.
A lot of people do it. It ain't
Come on,
just Aaron
man.
Rodgers.
Taking shots at my
But I mean, that's not Ben Johnson's offense. Ain't nothing wrong with what Aaron Rodgers does. They use that as an extension of their run game.
Yeah.
Like the Broncos. We throw them quick passes. That's an extension of our run game.
It is.
It's a little outside run for us real quick.
Kansas City.
You know what I'm saying? Kansas City. Mahomes' completion percentage is up because that's an extension of his run game. You know what I'm saying? Ben Johnson don't need that. His run game fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying?
And the offensive
I don't
line.
need. I know how to run outside. I can draw it up for my run game. So that's not his offense.
His
So
play
I
action
can care less.
his play action shots are off of that. That's what
Exactly. So
he ain't messing around with damn 5-yard quick outs. He's
Man,
I just look at everybody was talking about Patrick Mahomes where he got drafted, like the number he got drafted. And then I look at Andy Reid. Andy Reid has never really had a bad quarterback because of how he's drawing it up. But then you take a talented player like Patrick Mahomes and put it with Andy Reid, you get this version of Patrick Mahomes. Coming out of college, most people would think that Caleb Williams was more talented than Patrick Mahomes. But then you took him and you put him with a Ben Johnson. Yes, so you said he might not reach Patrick Mahomes' levels. Caleb Williams is beyond talented. And we talk about being the best. And his completion percentage, was it 58, right? It's under 60%. Okay, I got a little stat for y'all. 18 NFL MVPs have completed under 60%. So you can go back to the old era, but you can go to modern era. Did John Elway throw the ball? Yes, he did. He won MVP under 60%. Brett Favre did it twice. Cam Newton did it. And then if you throw a couple bubble screens, you can go right above that to 61.
Yeah. It's not the way of the world now.
Joe
It's not the way-
Montana
yeah.
won it. It's 61%. Oh, Brett Favre did it again. And your guy Josh Allen, he won MVP last year at 63%.
Okay, but Caleb was
58
dead last this year.
58 to 63. How
Right.
far apart is that? So yes, he can. It's just about how you're doing it, what are you doing, and are you winning? So yes, that 58%, we putting a lot on it. But a couple throws here and that goes to here.
That's just a style of offense.
That's what I'm saying. Like Josh Allen won
They
MVP.
taking more shots.
Josh
Exactly.
Allen
He
won
taking way more
MVP
shots.
at 63%. That's not that far from 58. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Brett Favre, he's a 3-time MVP. 2 of those
I
was under
understand.
60%. Like,
Yeah.
so yes, he can be.
Okay. I have watched Caleb Williams, and we've talked about it, since the Texas game, his true freshman year at the University of Oklahoma. I've watched every game he's played. And I'm just telling you, every game he will throw 3 or 4 balls that you'll say, what? And they weren't throwaways. He just missed. And he missed badly. And it looked like the receiver on television was pretty open, and he just missed it. And it doesn't bother him a bit. You want to talk about constitution? You want to talk about self-belief? This guy believes he can do anything to anybody at any time, usually in the fourth quarter. The numbers he put up the other night in the fourth quarter are just astonishing to me, because I don't even know how you do this, but he goes 10 of 21 in the fourth quarter. So now think about this. He had 11 incompletions in one quarter. Do the math. That would be 44 incompletions for a game. But the 10 went for 184 yards in one quarter, the fourth quarter. All that mattered, because he took the game, literally took it over. He needed help from Green Bay's place kicker, but that's a whole nother story. But he took the game over. But to me, he consistently makes the impossible throw better than the routine throw. Seriously. I just think he'll get better with his new guru, because he cleaned up the sacks like crazy clean. He was 68 last year with Eberfraud as his head coach, and he cut it down to 24 sacks this year. That's coaching, man. That's
players too. They upgraded the interior offensive
and
line.
they did.
Big,
But
got
those are
it.
decisions
But-
by the
but
staff.
But he needs somebody he trusts and believes in, Ben Johnson, to say, hey, no, come on, man, think about this. Just get rid of the football.
Right, and Ben Johnson did that for the sacks. Ben Johnson used to have shit to say about him taking sacks, right?
He did.
Ben Johnson don't have shit to say about no completion percentage.
Not yet.
Because that's just my style of offense. I don't care
but
less about it.
I do think Caleb will grow. I think he's so gifted. He's like we're going to talk about Josh Allen in a minute, but he's up in the ballpark. He's not as big, but you just said it. He's one of one on the package of sheer talent where he can make any throw at any moment even more athletically than Josh can make throws on the move, where you say, like the 4th and 8th throw, you're just like, who else can do that? What other human can do that? Mahomes, maybe?
Mahomes could do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bo can do it.
Well,
Bo.
Yeah. Bo.
You've been...
You don't watch Bo as much as you watch...
I do watch Bo. I've been watching him every game this year.
Bo done made some throws on the run this year, too, now.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Some mean-ass throws on the run now, some dots.
Hey, if you'd watched Bo the way I did when he was at Auburn, you wouldn't love him right now.
That shit, I don't watch college football.
All right.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm excited for the Bears. An exciting era for them because there's a lot of room for growth between Caleb and Ben Johnson. It's going to be huge. He's incredibly talented. But let's move on to Josh Allen in the game you guys have been waiting for, because we know Aqib's going to ride with his Broncos. So the Bills are heading into Mile High this weekend. The Bills defense is ranked the middle of the pack, and Aqib's Broncos are a top 3 defense. And we know defense wins championships, but the Bills have Superman. So I know you guys have a little bet on the game this weekend, which I love firing up a little bet. So we need to get the boys' opinion. So, Jay, will Josh Allen be enough on Saturday?
It's going to be hard. It's a short week for Josh. He got the hell beat out of him.
He did.
I mean, arm, knee, just everything. They have no really good receivers that can beat Patrick Surtain. It's going to be struggle. It's going to be cold up in Denver. They're on the road. They don't really have a running game right now. The running game's stale. It was stagnant against the Jaguars, so they got that. They got the number 1 defense, top defense, so probably not. Just kidding. Hell, Josh Allen's going to beat their boys.
I was going to say, you doubt Josh Allen?
Gonna beat these
I've
boys'
never
ass.
heard.
I mean, never bet against Josh Allen against Bo Nix. We had him on five. Josh Allen. Come on now.
Against Bo Nix.
He playing against the defense.
The
only defense in the NFL
I just in this playoff series in the AFC, I'm not taking anybody against Josh Allen. That's just who I am, and I just have that strong of opinion of him.
You love Josh
what
Allen.
he did in that Jacksonville Jaguar game.
How long have you felt
Any
that
other
way?
quarterback in that game, they ain't got no chance. Jaguars are a better team.
He's incredible.
Were they not?
What?
The Jaguars were a better team than Buffalo. Were they not? There's only one reason that the Buffalo won that game. This son-of-a-bitch made some throws that not many people
Trevor
make.
Lawrence shit the bed.
He had
Throwing picks.
a 9-yard quarterback sneak, which how often does that happen?
Well, O-line helped him. But
That did, but still.
they picked him up and literally carried him.
He runs right
of 'em.
into the line on a quarterback designed run and just smashes the dude, and the defense goes back and he scores by a ball. I mean,
Hey, listen.
I'm just telling you, man. I just seen this guy enough where I know
will never
I would
bet
not.
against him, right?
I ain't betting against that cat. No way.
How long have you been not betting against him?
I've lost a few.
Yeah, you probably damn near broke now.
I've lost a few. I'm just saying I ain't betting against him in a big game. Now, Patrick's beat him a couple times in overtime in the last drive of the game. I get it, but I think we can get it done, Skip. I think he's going to win a second road playoff game back to back, and I think Buffalo will go to the Mile High and upset your Denver Broncos, Aqib. What do you think about that?
Clip it.
Clip that.
We got all this shit playing in
Dun, 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 dun.
home underdog. We like it.
Go ahead and defend yourself.
You don't have to.
I'm tired. I've been on this couch for weeks defending
All
the Broncos.
season long.
All season. We had the worst offense in the league. We trashed, Bo trash, and somehow we the number 1 seed. Somehow, some way we the number 1 seed. Hey,
Well,
if the defense let
Khalil Shakir,
Allen go crazy, Josh Allen, if the defense let him go crazy, we gonna lose. If the defense contain Josh Allen, we gonna win. It's as simple as that, man. It's a
the
simple
weakness
game.
of Buffalo's defense is stopping the run. What do you got? R.J. Harvey? Come on now. We're not scared of R.J. Harvey. We're going to let Bo
We
run
ain't
back
the-
and throw.
R.J. Harvey's had some games, okay? I wouldn't hate on
Harvey having a solid year.
Like they have been all year.
Harvey having a solid year.
Oh no, I like VJ.
I like
I'm
our
just
two
saying-
all-pros up front.
I like
That's who's going to
VJ.
control that run game.
Denver runs a lot of zone. 90+%
One thing
zone.
about VJ, you ain't finna come get off on VJ.
Said 90+% zone, and
the hell is
Trevor Lawrence lit it up. And if he can
Defensive
do it,
coordinator.
Oh, man.
Vance
I'm just saying.
I thought you were talking about a running back.
There's schemes and there's
Trevor Lawrence
quarterbacks
lit
and
what
all
up?
that. Broncos. When he came up there, he did.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I went back and
So
watched.
you
That's
seen
how I
a
got out.
60-yard pass and a 50-yard pass? He lit it up. He threw a fucking 5-yard out. We missed the tackle. He threw another 5-yard out. We missed a tackle. Then he threw a 7-yard crossing route. We missed a tackle. Like, he ain't really light shit up. We missed tackles. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did.
All I know is that.
It's 160 yards in there that's yak yards that he ain't light up. You know what I'm saying? So if you just look at the stats, you may think, oh, Trevor Lawrence went crazy.
It's a bunch of quarterbacks we praise for yards, and it's a bunch.
But if you watch the game, you would see, oh, that was a missed tackle. That was a 5-yard out that turned to a 60-yard touchdown. Oh, that was another 5-yard out that turned to a 55-yard game.
Maybe Riley Moss just isn't that great a tackler.
That ain't Josh Allen.
It is what it is, man. Hey, I'm done defending.
Yeah, wait, what's your definitive answer? Are you riding with the Broncos?
I'm just betting.
Oh, yeah, I like the Broncos.
Okay, love it.
Bills can't stop nobody.
Ooh.
They got the number 1 pass defense.
They do.
Man, the Bills can't
That's
stop
because they give
nobody.
up 200 a game. We don't got to throw the ball again.
But overall defense, they're milk.
I was going to say that, but like, come on, bro. When you got the worst run defense in the league, you probably going to have the best pass defense because we come into the game like, all right, let's just tote the bitch all day.
They better run it.
So, Aqib,
Better run it.
last night we had that defense versus Aaron Rodgers. And you sat right there yesterday and you going like this, and your head was telling you that defense, right?
But I just knew CJ would come in and some fuck shit was going to happen, which it did.
Okay.
The defense overcame.
All right, so here we go again, because I'm going to put Josh Allen on the same level as the Texans defense as a force of nature, because that's what he is. So now we got Josh Allen versus the Denver defense, and going like this. I'm taking Superman, because I think your defense is a little overrated, because I'm going to say it again. Since the bye week, okay, I'm gonna prove it.
I just think Josh Allen that good is overrated.
Let me count the ways here. Since the bye week, I saw you go to Washington. I know you watched this game, and
win it on defense.
Yeah, really, because they didn't block Nick Bonito and he tipped the ball.
Well, if they don't block him this week and he tip it, we won it on defense. Yeah.
So I watched Marcus Mariota hang 419 yards on your defense. 419.
That's a lot.
And I'm like, Marcus Mariota did that? He went 8 of 17 on third down. I'm thinking, Marcus Mariota, he went 3 of 3 on fourth down against that defense. Marcus Mariota, the backup, did that.
Preach, Skip, preach.
Right? Okay. Then you go to Las Vegas, and it was 24-17, division rival. I got it, but I'm like
24-17.
Wake me up when
it really was 27-10.
Okay, all right.
Or 27-14.
Right. Then here comes
the field goal expired. Come
all
on,
right.
bro.
So here comes Green. Here comes Green Bay to Mile High, and yeah, you won 5 bands on this game. You tricked him into that bet. Okay.
Easy work.
Steve knows how to make money on the bets. I will say that.
You're down 20
up all year, bro.
You are down 23-14 mid third quarter. And Christian Watson is down and gone on the same play that your man Surtain picks the ball off and flips the momentum.
Won it on defense.
Okay?
AKA we won that one on defense.
Okay,
right?
but their deep threat is gone on the same play. And a couple of minutes later, Micah Parsons is gone for the rest of the game, and you survived it.
Survived it. Not won it on defense.
Okay.
We had 2 turnovers.
Okay. And then next up is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming to Mile High, and they hang 34 on your defense. But worse, they go 8 of 15 on third down, and they went 4 of 5 in the red zone. And I'm like, the Jaguars did that to your defense and your place? Really? And then the last 2 weeks.
Blueprints out there.
Yeah.
Well, the blueprint is they in top 2, top 3. As far as points allowed.
Wait.
I don't know what
top 2, top 3 in points.
Come on.
Top 2, top 3 in
what are we talking about?
Top 2, top 3 in rushing.
Time out.
Top 5 in passing.
Time out. Time out.
In sacks. That's the blueprint right there, but I don't know.
I ain't finished.
Skip can't handle it.
The last 2 weeks, you got to play the third string quarterback in Kansas City. What's his name?
He had 57. Call him 57 yards.
Chris Oladokin?
Let's call him Chris 57 yards.
All right. And then the last week you got Trey Lance. And again, it's the Chargers and it's the division rival, but you got Trey Lance. So you haven't played anybody since Trevor Lawrence, and you lost to him.
Yep.
And now you've been sitting idle for a whole nother week. So you've gone like 5 weeks since your defense had to do anything against anybody.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure? Are you sure about your defense? Because I'm not.
You ain't been all year.
Yeah. Okay.
You ain't been sure all year, right? Was you sure we was going to get the number 1 seed? You called us this. It's just a waiting. I'm still waiting. And Skip was still waiting.
Okay.
They're going to lose soon, and I'm still waiting.
All right. And I kept
Fuck on,
saying,
Skip.
beware Josh Allen. He's coming for you at your place. Okay? And it happened.
Let's get it.
It happened.
Who are you going with?
You probably bet with Cam when we went to the Super Bowl. You bet with that Superman.
I did
thing.
not.
Yes,
I
you
did not. I picked
Yes,
you.
you did. You picked Cam. You like Supermans.
Okay, I don't
You had
like
to
that
pick Superman.
Not that one.
Heck no. No fly zone with no weapons? Heck no, they wasn't beating y'all.
What the fuck is this? Where his weapons? What he got? What is this Superman got?
Hey,
Where's
I love Cam, but he ain't Josh Allen.
Man,
I love
shit.
Cam.
Hey,
he ain't Josh Allen.
He ain't
I'm
Josh
sorry.
Allen.
No.
What has Josh Allen done that Cam ain't do? At least Cam made it to the Super Bowl. He ain't got an appearance.
Who did he run into?
I don't know. Who did Cam run into? He ran into us. That's who he ran into. He ran into us. If he ain't running into us, he probably would have had a chip.
Yeah, but who does Josh Allen keep running into? He's lost to 2 people.
Mahomes.
Mahomes. What's wrong with that? He's in the argument for the best ever with Andy Reid. That's who he keep running into.
You're Superman.
Yeah.
Put your cape on.
Okay, and what? Okay. Well,
Patty.
That day, Patrick
Tie your cape up.
Mahomes, he
Do
Doomsday or whoever you want to call it, beat Superman.
Whoever, regardless
He
who he
keep
ran
figuring
into,
it out.
he ain't been to the Super Bowl yet. Cam been to the Super Bowl. He got an MVP. He got MVP. Hey, man, look, what? You feel me? I don't see how you can sit there and say that. They got the same resume. They damn near the same nigga.
Nah, heck no.
I don't see how.
Well, the couch is completely divided. We're divided by the center because I'm also rocking with the Broncos and that defense. So we'll see how that pans out this weekend on Saturday. But let's get to the other side of the game because Sam Darnold, or what Skip likes to refer to him as Sam Darnold, and apparently until now he wants to root for him this week, but that's fine, is leading the league in turnovers right now with 20.
Man.
More than Geno Smith and Tua. So that's the guy you're rocking with. Wild. He's also never won a playoff game. So will he choke in this big game? I certainly hope so for my Niners as they head into Seattle this weekend. But Gerald, can Sam Darnold play well enough to win a big game against a division rival?
Well, I look at him as 2 games versus San Fran. He averaged 174 yards, no touchdowns, 2 fumbles, 1 fumble loss. 1 of 6 in the red zone, 9 of 23 on 3rd down, or 1 on 4th down.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold versus 49ers. His saving grace. Brock Purdy versus Seattle. Average of 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. 2 of 6 in the red zone, 11, 27, 3rd down, 2 of 4 on 4th down. So if he plays like that, he has a shot. But I got the 49ers. I said it yesterday. I was with Lee. Me and Lee the only one taking the 49ers. There's just no substitution for experience. They got the pedigree. Most of these guys never been in this situation. Kyle Shanahan touched the playoffs. He going to the NFC Championship. It's just he know how to win games. And Sam Darnold, he gonna have to show me. But versus this team, those were his numbers. That's what we got. It ain't like he played extremely well like Matthew Stafford did versus Seattle. They ended up losing.
Yeah.
When Stafford walked off the field versus Seattle, he did his job. They was winning. The defense didn't stop Sam Darnold. That ain't this situation. Sam Darnold ain't played well in neither one of these games. And he got to do it again. Familiarity. They know what to do versus him. They know how to draw it up on offense. Yeah, I don't trust him. I'm going San Fran.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm a little nervous for Sam. You know, his last playoff game last year at Minnesota, he got sacked 9 times and threw a pick. You know, it wasn't very good. It wasn't a very good outing. They played the Rams, and they just beat the hell out of them. San Francisco, they beat San Francisco at San Fran. They lost to San Fran at home. So I don't think the home field advantage will play as much of a part as people want to say it will. I do like Coach McDonald. I like Coach Shanahan. This is 2 well-coached football teams. I'm very concerned for San Francisco and losing George Kittle.
Yeah.
That is a big hit in the running game. Huge hit. I mean, he's the best blocker in football as a tight end, and it's not even close.
Yep.
So that's a huge hit. I think it's going to come down to turnovers. You mentioned before, Purdy threw 3 interceptions in a loss. And Sam only threw 1. Sam's got to avoid the negative plays, avoid the turnovers. Then I think Seattle's defense will hunt, and I think they'll get the victory. So I'm counting on Sam. Based on your playoff experience, you got sacked 9 times. Don't take sacks, throw it away, man. Get to 50%. I don't give a damn what your completion percentage is. Throw the son of a bitch away and punt when you have to punt. You know, and then same thing with defense. They'll get after Brock Purdy and hopefully force him into some interceptions and sacks, fumbles. So I'm taking Seattle at home in a close one.
Brock at least got him in the end zone. He didn't get him in the end zone not once, not one time. in 2 games. Not once. He didn't get him in the end zone. Brock at least got his team in the end zone twice.
I think the offense.
Counting on Smith and Jigba to do something. Kenneth Walker.
He was there in both games. Was he not? He was there both
They're
games.
1-1.
He went crazy the first game.
They're 1-1.
He didn't get in the end zone, but he had.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. All them yards.
I think a lot of people
keep
keep waiting for San Fran to fade because of the injuries they have on defense. Obviously, they haven't done that. Now they
Kenneth
lose
Walker
Kittle.
did run all over us.
So I still think Seattle, top to bottom, offensive personnel, defensive personnel. I'm taking Seattle based on personnel.
Yeah.
That alone. Quarterback experience. Brock's not exactly lit it up in the playoffs either, but I would probably err on the side of Brock with the more poise factor. I'm still going Seattle. That's the way it is.
Okay.
They're playing in Seattle, so they are not around, what is that, electric metal shit that San Francisco is by? With UFOs. So hopefully we won't be having nothing torn this week. But Sam Darnold is a guy that he had, where it's like a guy that he coached. His name is Andy Dalton. And it's the same. It's the same story, my boy. It's the same story. I ain't sold. I ain't sold. When the lights get on, I'm not sold with him. I'm not sold.
I love that.
And I just feel Shanahan is, if not the best coach in the NFL, him and Kansas City.
Andy Reid.
Yeah. Andy Reid. Yeah. It just seems like he figured out ways, regardless of who is on the field,
Yep.
how to get it done. And McCaffrey is he's by far one of the best backs that we done seen over all purpose. Like can catch the ball out the backfield. Gonna go 120 miles per hour. And I think Shanahan will find a way to feed the horse, and they'll come with a W. And Shanahan don't lose to too many people twice. I'm going San Fran.
And if McCaffrey didn't drop that pass in the end zone, it would have been different.
Something he don't never do, right?
Ever do.
This shit is super even to me. It's a division matchup. They split already. Even matchup like this, I'm going to just go with the experience. The game is bigger now. I'm going to go with the more experienced coach, the more experienced quarterback. That's who I'm going to ride with. Seattle got a good-ass defense, but San Fran got a good-ass defense versus Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty even in that aspect. So all the big games Sam Darnold played in this year, man, he's trying to give it away. He's fumbling, he's throwing picks, he's trying to give it away. And some of them, he overcame it and still won. You're not going to keep overcoming that shit in these big games. So you try to give it away this game, your ass going to give it away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to ride with experience. I think the Niners, whoever on the field, man, we all professionals, man. It's the difference between Lenore and the third corner is experience. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too much different. They all pros. Everybody, he lose a linebacker, he bring in Kendricks. That's a fucking all-pro, Pro Bowler. Like, he may have lost a step, but he got it up here. You know how to diagnose shit. You know how to study and get ready for a game.
Kendricks was a dog.
He was a dog. That's what I'm saying. That's a Pro Bowl, all-pro guy who we bringing in. So
Came off his couch.
And he was a dog.
God. He still is a pro, though.
Welcome off the couch.
You still
We
a pro.
love you.
When he
as long as you still can move, you still a pro.
No, but when he played for Dallas, he was like a flea-bitten dog to me.
Clearly, that was an organization problem.
Right. I'm riding with experience, man. So I'm for sure riding with San Fran. Darnold got to make me a believer. I don't believe.
Okay. I think I helped teach you that, right?
Yeah, you're the one who's told us this all year. I learned that from you.
He got a trophy for that?
Nope.
Well, that ain't shit.
0 playoffs.
Right, bro. You ain't winning the big game. You talking about the big games, coach.
The games, man.
The ones that matter that you get trophies for. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So the guy I nicknamed Same Darnold because big games, he's just the same old Sam.
Exactly.
He led this league in turnovers this year, and it was the first time a 1 seed has had the league leader in turnovers since 1978. My man Terry Bradshaw and those Pittsburgh Steelers. That year, Terry threw 20 picks and lost 7 fumbles, and it was by far the most turnovers in the league. That team also was so loaded, it went on to win the Super Bowl over my Dallas Cowboys, unfortunately. Here's what I think of Sam Darnold. The first game you guys played, up there, season opener, right? Remember what happened at the end of the game? Same Darnold hits JSN for 40 yards, and they move it all the way down. They get it to 1st and 5 at the 9-yard line, and then it went. They ran it once for no yards, so now it's 2nd and 5 at the 9, and he got stripped by Nick Bosa, who also recovered the fumble, and he was Sam Darnold. So he put them in position to win the game that you ended up winning 17-13, and then he gave it right back to you. The difference was in this recent game, which was for all the marbles, they ran it down your throats, which I just sat there in awe. They had 180 yards rushing at your place. Maybe it was the electrical field. I don't know. Maybe it was the whatever. I don't know.
UFOs.
Huh? UFO. I don't know. but they just ran wild on a defense that doesn't do that. You know, it doesn't.
That was
just spit it up like that, where they're just getting whatever they want. Well, they're way better than you are. On paper, they're just way better, and they've proven it all year long.
We're a 7-point underdog.
Yeah, 7.5, right?
7.5. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to go with the 7.5 because they're just better, and if they can run it like that, they can just tell him. Mike McDonald just sits him down, and you love Kubiak, right? I mean, you just sit him down and say, just don't screw it up, man. We're better than they are. Just don't screw it up.
They did that last game. And he still took a snap and stumbled and
okay.
He fumbled on a handoff.
Okay,
like,
but they won
13. Goofy stuff.
Like this some goofy
Okay, I got it.
Like, bro, hand the ball off, bro. You're still fumbling.
But the final score was 13-3 Seattle.
It was.
All right.
Okay, but there was a couple. I won't argue. It's fine.
Okay, well, go ahead. You should argue because I hope you win because I like Kyle a lot, and he's it, man. I mean, what he did at Philly, that was some special stuff, coaching stuff, and it's culture, character stuff. The next man up, you can say it all you want, but until everybody in that locker room believes that the third stringer can play, most teams can't do that. You guys have been around teams where, next man up, we got no shot.
We was in NFC chip with no Stu, no TJ.
Yeah.
Like, we had Kayvon Webster playing Dom. Like, we had all corners out there. There's a lot of teams do it, man. The good ones do it.
Who's your D tackles?
You know who they were?
I'm like,
Aaron Donald and Dominic.
No, I'm talking about Broncos.
I was talking about the Rams. I say, dang.
Yeah.
Okay. You said NFC, so I thought you said.
Oh, I meant. We was in the AFC.
You win a lot, man. I'm confused.
Yeah,
you got to be careful.
Yeah, right. You're always winning.
You guys got to be careful telling your quarterback, just don't screw it up. That's one of the worst things you can tell a guy. So now what do? You just drop back and, holy shit, I better not take a sack. I better not throw an incompletion. I better not throw a pick.
Exactly.
That's going to be in his head.
Especially on that guy.
Don't use the word don't to a quarterback. How about make good decisions, Sam? Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But you tell him, Coach.
Just don't screw it up, Sam.
You got this, sweetie.
Good
Make
luck.
good decisions.
See you later, man. Let's win.
Is this fair?
Just hand it off, Sam.
The one thing about Sam Darnold, because everybody thought he should go above Baker and go first in the draft, he's more talented than Andy Dalton. He's just more talented. He's got talent, right? He's bigger. He's got a better arm than Andy Dalton. No?
Yeah, I think he's won 28 games the last 2 years, so to say he's never won a big game is kind of...
That's got a lot to do with the team, too. You keep throwing that number. Oh, he won 28 games.
What is
the
it?
last 2 years? Shit, he got a whole team.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean that he won those games.
Pretty good.
So last year, the
Two good-ass defenses.
That's pretty good, though. He had to play good at times. Smith and Jigba had a career year. Somebody had to throw that son of a bitch the ball.
It's pretty good enough in the playoffs.
punt it
We get it. You're pretty good in the regular season. It's pretty good
Somebody threw Smith and Jigba them deep balls.
was about
Alex Smith was pretty good.
Games. The big game.
Pretty good. Ain't going to win a
When the
Super
lights
Bowl.
is on.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. You guys say he performed well in big games. He won 28 of the son bitches in 2
All
years.
of them won big.
Yeah.
Some of them were just regular.
And I'll be honest, there was times that I really backed Sam Darnold.
Now, Minnesota at the end of the year, he
I got
had a little.
I
understand.
You know, he got
Then
sacked
he got
9
in the playoffs
times.
and
They didn't win a division at the end because they lost late.
And then
Minnesota
they
got rid of
him
him for a reason. I get it.
There was 2 big games in Minnesota after. So he won 14 regular games, and there was some big games. He lost both of them.
That's a lot.
He won a big game this year, though. He won 2 big games this year, if you ask me.
Beat your San Fran.
Well, I'm actually excited.
At San Fran.
7.5 point underdogs, and 4 of us on this couch are picking the Niners. So I love that kind of support. But that'll do it for another episode of Gridiron today, presented by Underdog. Woo, woo!
Coach. Way to bring the energy.
Good shit, y'all.